Hello, delicious friends, and welcome to more Vampire the Masquerade 5th edition. Today, we have our Thin-Bloods, and I would love them to introduce themselves. Di, you haven't been around. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Tip-top.
Awesome.
Who are you and what do you do?
I'm Di, and I play Molly, who's a 10-year-old Thin-Blood, who is sort of on her path to become a Malkavian, and she sort of suffers from some mental disorders and abilities that come from that, and she can sense other people's emotions, and her choice is to be a vegan and not feed on humans.
My name is 8-Bit Dylan, or as my mom calls me, just Dylan. She actually just calls me just Dylan. Ironic, right? Like, that's just Dylan. But I stream a wide variety of games here on Twitch. I take part in a lot of different role-playing stuff as well whenever I can. I have a lot of fun doing that, and I have a sick fascination with reality show television. So I do a lot of weird, cringy stuff when it comes to reality show television. But Fuzzy, tell us about yourself, you darling.
Oh God. Right. Just put me on the spot there. Hi, I'm Fuzzy. I do a lot of shite. I play a lot, variety caster and not good at introductions ever. Always get flustered by them. But yeah, I'm also very tired today, so I'm sorry in advance. I'm sorry. But yeah, and you can find me over on twitch.tv/fuzzyfreaks, and at the moment I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect because it's September.
See what you did there. And last but not least, Nate, aka Delphron. Who are you, and where can we find you?
Hello, how are you? Welcome. My name is Delia Delphron. I am an Irish LGBT variety streamer. I play Nate Rourke. He is a influencer who gets his little kicks from doing cosplay and stuff online. Things are getting a bit raunchy with him in the story, so you better keep an eye on it. And you just find me anywhere as Delphron. Just type in into Google, everyone pops up, good to go.
Awesome. And tonight, I would like... Who wants to volunteer to catch us up on the story? Or I can do it.
I kind of want to hear Nate's interpretation of it, because he also did that thing to feed.
I kind of want to hear Di's interpretation.
I didn't want to put Di on the spot because she wasn't here last week, exactly, so it's going to be
My God, you're the worst of all of us, aren't you?
Humanity got up to. That's what I want to know what Di did. No,
we'll get onto that later, I think. Yeah. But just so everyone is aware, the story at the moment is that we have a group of Thin-Bloods who have found their way into the city. The city itself doesn't allow people to escape, and that is one of the mysteries that they are trying to unravel. However, there are multiple things in their way, including seemingly incompetent warlocks, seemingly incompetent Nosferatu, and a series of tasks from their friends, Mr. Brass, a pseudo mafioso in a place they'd previously been staying, and a Camarilla contact of Molly's, who has been introducing them to vampire society. And they are very gradually learning that nothing here makes sense, and they are at the bottom rung for everything. So, how about... do you know what Molly would have been doing over...
Oh, yes.
I think it was just a single night, right?
It was only one night. However... So Molly was kind of having some ramifications from feeding on one of the dudes that attacked us at the scrapyard. And so she went and saw Julie and basically kind of spent the night with Julie, and I totally forget the son or the daughter's name.
The daughter's name is Daisy.
Daisy. Yeah.
Daisy and Julie.
And I just sort of picture Molly was being very possessive. Not possessive, but I feel I have this whole like The Good Son. Did you ever watch that movie with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood?
No, I don't know
I think
that
it's
one.
called The Good Son, or like, anyways, Molly's gonna push Daisy out and take Julie. That's how I sort of foresee that storyline going. But she was sort of with Julie to kind of calm herself down and feel a little bit better, and sort of in her own way handle that she fed on a human. She doesn't like doing that.
Okay. Do you want to play through that?
I just did.
Okay.
I don't really know. It's been and gone.
Okay. Is there anything you would ask or tell Julie or Daisy?
I probably would have told them that Marco had gone off and I needed somewhere to stay that night. And I just would have been like a happy family. Like, I feel like Julie would have just taken me in, sort of fed me, bathed me.
Yeah. She would have just done
she would
the
have
normal
given
thing
me the
if your
whole mom experience.
if your kid's friend came over, sort of thing.
And plus, that would have been my first real time having that, because that wasn't something that my mom ever gave. So Molly just kind of lived it up. She's just really, really happy right now.
Okay.
I feel like she's about to lose all that, because it sounds like you guys were happy.
I have a question for you in that case.
Okay.
Julie gets out a futon and a pillow and a blanket like an hour after you arrive.
Mm-hmm.
After dinner, I mean, can you eat?
I can eat food, but it doesn't do anything.
Do you have the quality lifelike?
No.
In that...
Wait.
Yeah, hang on. I'll quickly...
No, I look cute.
You're just cute. Okay. So to hold down food without just vomiting it up everywhere, you want like the human experience. So you can do a thing called the blush of life, where you roll 1d10 called a rouse check to see if you get hungrier from pretending to be human. And for a thin blood, that's not too difficult. But it still feeds your hunger if you fail the rouse check.
There's 0.0.
There we go. You get 1 point hungrier.
What did I... Oh, 6. Is that a 6? Because it says 1. That's fine. 1 point hungry. I got it. Now I'm at 2. I'm still good.
Now you're at 2. Okay. Well.
I imagine I probably wouldn't have slept. I would have gone through their whole house while they were sleeping, because I probably would have been really quiet and I would have snooped through everything.
Okay. Okay. Let's do a
okay.
a dexterity plus stealth roll to see how sneaky you are. Yeah, let's do that. Looking cute is a great one. 2 successes. Yeah. You don't have any problems, it seems, just going through their stuff. I imagine you find bills, you find toys, you find snacks scattered around the house. Do you know much about... Let's see if you have... No, you have no points in finance or academics or anything. And you're a 10-year-old. So you have no real understanding of most of the things you find. There's like a big pink rocket that you find somewhere in a drawer. You don't know what that is. And Yeah, it seems like a perfectly normal,
Not easy
safe
being a single
house.
mother, all right?
Yep.
Marco, you would have gotten a text from Julie because you gave her your number. And she's like, just wanted to make sure that you know Molly is here. Holly, sorry. Holly is
Yeah,
here.
Holly. Yeah.
I'm looking after her. Please let me know before you send her over next time. Also, what night do you and your girlfriend want to come over for dinner?
He just assumes I. Oh, that's right. I lied, didn't I? Did I lie and say I have a girlfriend? I can't remember.
I don't
I don't
remember.
think you did.
Don't worry.
Maybe.
Florence always
So
pretends
she
to
just
be
assumes.
Julie's-
So she's
maybe Julie's making a move.
She's making a move. She's trying to find out if I have a girlfriend or not. God damn it. I would probably, because of the situation, because of what happened, like we're in the heat of the moment. I'm assuming I probably got this text before we actually went to the city square, but maybe after we had stolen the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So I'm probably I'm probably hurting. So I'd probably send a text that's something along the lines of, "Yeah, sorry, things have been pretty hectic lately.
Busy at work.
Yeah, super busy with work. Thank you for watching her." And then, like, hard stop. And just like send that.
Okay. Cool. I think that pretty much resolves it. Do you just kind of leave the next morning, Molly? Or the next night? Like, oh my god, what do you do? Because you know that you're going to fall asleep at, like... Are you a day walker?
No.
Then it's, you know that you're definitely going to fall asleep when it comes to sunrise.
I probably would have snuck out in the
Snuck out.
morning.
Okay, I don't think that would have been too hard.
No.
Okay.
I just left a little note. I would have left Julie a little note. What I just wrote, like, left to go home and change, or left to go home for school or something.
Okay.
I don't know. Some lie. I'm sure I would have written.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, and you go back where?
I don't know, because I don't really know what happened with them, so I don't know where they are in the timeline and how much time has passed.
All right. Yeah, in that case,
But
we'll
probably back to the graveyard, the scrapyard.
Yeah, we'll flip over to the other group who
Text Marco, yo, where you at?
And then meanwhile, I'm like bleeding on my phone, like really hurting. Like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. There are a couple of things I want to do, but I think if you all just kind of get back together, Marco, you can tell her that you're at Nate's place. You've been there, I think?
Yeah, we've been there. That's where we were the night before.
Oh, yes. Okay, that's where I would have gone. Sorry, I forgot that
that's
we had relocated.
Did we not go to the cottage though?
What do you mean?
We're not back at my place, are we?
That's it.
Yeah, but I would have gone.
Oh yeah, the cottage. That's right.
Yes.
I would definitely be texting her. Don't go to the apartment. Meet at the cottage. Or go
Bad
to
Banner waiting at the apartment.
yeah.
Right. Gotcha. Okay, everyone can meet at the cottage. Animals watch you again, Marco. And Molly, you arrived last, but you all get together. You all sleep. Marco, before we all do our waking up rouse checks,
Okay.
you need to do a remorse check for yo sass last time to get rid of that stain.
Oh yeah.
So, what I need you to do is take 10 minus your humanity, minus your stains, and roll that many dice, d10s, to see if you feel bad.
Okay, so 10 minus my humanity, which is 3. minus my stains. So that's 2 dice. Okay. And what am I looking for here?
You're looking for 1 success, I believe. That's all you need. And you get it. You feel really bad about sassing Florence the other night. You didn't show her the respect she deserved.
Yeah. I'm
you get rid of the stain and you're fine.
All right. And I'm gonna assume from like Marco's point of view, the reason why he would feel this bad, it's because he saw how well Florence defended herself and defended everybody in the group, and like how helpful she's actually been to the team. And I'm like, okay, fine, maybe I shouldn't be so mean to her. Like,
until next time she does something really awful and annoying.
Okay. You all sleep through the day in the cottage. It's relatively easy to find places where the sun won't touch you. And
the basement.
There is space in the basement.
How much do I heal from this? Because I'm hurting hard.
I need to check on my thingy. I think you heal the single slashes, the superficial damage at your stamina per session. So you get rid of the 2 superficial.
Okay. Then what about the 3 aggravated?
The 3 aggravated, I think I should make you heal it the regular way.
What's the regular way?
Upon waking... Oh, you heal... Doop. Oh, you're a... Does anyone know medicine?
No. I've got a point in medicine, yeah.
You might be able to help him convert his aggravated damage to superficial damage.
Here, rub this into it. No, rub it in.
Okay. Does she have to have it in her bag?
All of this dirt.
No,
Yeah.
I think you can just do a quick medicine intelligence check.
Yeah. I've got a jar of lard here. Oh, Vaseline. There we go. Rub Vaseline in it.
The difference equals number of aggravated...
Oh,
the difficulty equals the number of aggravated damage. The maximum conversion is half your medicine dots rounded up.
So that's... I have 1 dot.
You have 1... You can convert 1 to superficial for him, and that would be intelligence medicine. And how many aggravated damage do you have?
3.
That's how difficult this test is going to be if you need for you to succeed.
Right, okay. Fingers crossed. So no modifiers at all on it, right?
No modifiers. 2 successes. You bandage him up a little bit with some of your cowl.
I've probably got some like elderly shredded socks somewhere and some Vaseline that probably been out of date in 1970.
Oof.
Oh, it only rolled your intelligence there. It says it's rolling your intelligence.
Oh, I must have clicked medicine and unclicked it. Do you want me to roll again?
No, just roll your 1 extra d10 for your 1 medicine dot, and we'll add that on top.
I apologise. Okay.
That's all right.
Oh. Boom.
Okay, so you get... I'm going to take it from the left because you do not have 2 dice for that, and it's rolled 2 dice. But you get 3 successes. So, Marco, that actually helped. You now have 2 aggravated and 1 superficial.
And now you smell of really old Vaseline.
Okay, because you wake up, everyone now needs to make 1 rouse check.
Okay.
And that is 1d10.
You have to make sure you make the dice pool 1 die because you rolled it with the dice pool of 0.
Still rolled 1 dice, so it should be.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, did I roll 2 then?
You rolled... No, you rolled 1 dice. I don't know what happened there. And Nate? You roll 1d10 to see if you get hungry by waking up.
Okay. Okay, how do we do this again?
You can just do /1d10.
Yeah.
Watch me do this wrong. So /R 1d10, right?
Yeah, with a
no
space.
space.
Slash R space 1d10.
Yeah, you can do it like that.
Oh, I'll do that then.
Or that, yeah.
Okay, everyone gets 1 more point in hunger.
Okay.
These are the banes of being a vampire.
So then, in the future, if I wanted to then heal again, or heal, I would do another rouse check.
Yes.
And I'd
Absolutely.
automatically heal, but I might get another hunger.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
I see. Okay.
It is all on the cheat sheet.
Okay. I just didn't. All right.
Or your campaign notes, like
Okay.
right at the bottom, I think. Anyway, after all that, you're all at Nate's house. No, you're all at the cottage. No, sorry, nothing weird has happened. You are all at the cottage.
What?
It was all a dream.
What happened at Nate's house?
Nothing. We don't talk about what happened at Nate's house. But Florence now has a wig.
And so you wake up. You, I don't know what you do, but you do your morning or nightly rituals when you wake up. But you see,
Yes.
you see Corey just kind of curled up in a ball in the corner, and she seems to be awake, but she doesn't seem to be doing anything.
You're all right there, love. Hello, dear.
Yeah.
Oh, Molly, this is Koei. She is the lady that got us in this mess to begin with.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. The damage has already been done.
I think we got ourselves into the mess, really, by coming here in the first place, you know. Not that we had much option, you know, with the whole being chased by the Inquisition.
Yeah, it was pretty hectic.
Right?
Don't remind me, my side is still hurting.
What from?
Getting. What do you think? I tried to pilot drive into one of them and I failed horribly.
That's fine.
I think I may have a broken rib.
It'll get better.
Maybe. Molly, I hope everything's all right with you.
Yes.
Where have
Yes.
we been anyway?
That's it.
Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
someone brought it up because I was gonna say.
Wait, what? What did you say,
What?
Florence?
What? Where's she been anyway?
I'm like literally saying like what, and I didn't hear you. Oh,
Yes, where have you been, dear?
I was just around.
Around where?
I was just around. I
Have you been getting up to
Playing-
mischief, young lady?
playing in the parks.
All day?
Well, no, not all day. I just in the nighttime. No one was responding to my text. I didn't know where you guys were, and then all of a sudden, you guys are at some random cottage I've never been.
Were you off gallivanting?
Yes, I was.
Wait,
I was
you've-
hunting
you-
for rats. I was hunting for rats, Florence. You go proud. I caught 3. Should I do a roll? Are you gonna make me roll? To see if I'm
Florence is
convinced?
stupid.
This
I'm gonna
is
be-
this is
I'm gonna
between
be-
you two. Oh, Molly, I think you have been to the cottage in the woods, yes?
yeah, you have. Yeah.
So
yeah,
this
you've
is
been
the
here.
cottage in the
Okay.
woods, just so you're aware.
Because
Yeah.
I wasn't sure, because I know that there was another place that Fuzzy went to that had another person in it, right?
That
Yeah,
was
That was the
Scott.
same one. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's
Okay,
only one
because
cottage
I've
in
only
the
This
woods.
is where the magic
I've
happens.
only been at the first one that had the wolf guy.
Yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
the
this
same
is it.
one.
Okay, this
Yeah.
is the same cottage. Okay,
Same
Yeah.
cottage.
Yeah. I have been
Yeah,
here.
but yeah, Florence has had previous experience with children being evasive, and she's just like, yeah, I believe you not. Right, come
Because
on.
Molly
yeah.
doesn't know that Julie sent the text to Mark.
Basically, you're just doing the no, definitely didn't do a thing.
And Marco told Molly to stay away from Julie. So Molly's trying to pass it off that she wasn't with Julie.
So if you want to roll for like deception or something, then
Yeah.
You can if you want, or you can, as characters, just decide if you believe each other. Whichever you'd prefer.
Well, Florence definitely doesn't believe her. Just like, I'm not as green as I'm cabbage looking, you know. Young lady. Very disappointed in you for lying to us. You should know better.
I don't care.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
Oh no!
As long as you didn't do anything illegal or something super stupid, I hope everything's okay, Molly.
Everything is good.
All right,
better.
then.
I feel
Fine.
better now.
Okay, well, that's good
But
then.
what about you? Why are you all?
I hold open my jacket and I'm like, there's like blood stains like on the shirt. I'm
Oh,
like,
we broke into that. Remember that lab where we got we took the blood and things. We broke in there, stole his notes and some blood and things, and then got chased by some very angry people when we tried to hand it over to Corby there. And I think there's a lot of ghouls or something. I don't know. It almost went very nasty indeed. So now we're hiding out here. We're basically wanted criminals. It's quite exciting, really.
You broke into the lab? That was
Yes. Well, the rats did.
Yes.
Well,
That
the rats
was-
did, and they did a wonderful job. And then Marco went in there as well. And
Do they know it was us?
it was not good.
well, I don't know. I mean,
Let's hope that this magic does not have
Are
any
they
way
still
to
gonna research my blood though? They promised. They told me. You ruined everything.
We do not want them to research the blood, apparently. And this woman was willing to risk her life and ours in order to stop it from happening.
yes, that was nice of her, wasn't it?
Not really. But
Corey's just
I was being
still
sarcastic.
curled up, eyes closed. She looks pretty weak.
Are you hungry, dear?
She's kind of like,
Do you want a nice pigeon? I can hear some up in the loft.
yes, please.
Oh, right. Hang on, right. Has anybody got any breadcrumbs or anything? I think I've got some crackers here. So, here we go. Right. I'm just basically going to go up into the loft and use my pigeon wrangler thing to tempt some pigeons over. It's good to vary the diet a bit. You can't live on rats by themselves. So I'm just there
oh my god.
with some breadcrumbs, just like, oh, pigeon, who's a good little bit? Oh, yes, there you are. Yeah.
Let's do wits plus animal ken +1 for you. See if you get this pigeon wrangling skill. It's
It says
literally
right there,
written
specializations.
literally written like that.
Oh my god. Wait, you have a specialization in pigeons?
Mm-hmm.
That is hilarious.
I have rat wrangler and pigeon wrangler.
Yeah, I don't know if the
Yeah.
rules forbid more than one specialization, but I don't care. So
They're basically rats and flying rats. So
Yeah.
you know. Okay, so what was it? An
Yeah.
animal ken?
animal ken and wits.
Right, where's animal ken gone? Okay, animal ken and wits +1, right?
Mm-hmm.
Boosh, because crackers. God damn it. Ooh.
4 successes will definitely do it. There's a pigeon that basically lands in your hand, and
I'm
even when
aiming
you
to get 2 pigeons because one for me, one for Corey.
okay, there you go.
Right, so yeah, 2 fat plump pigeons. I just come down with these pigeons, sort of like just one under each. Actually, I probably have like them shoved in my thing, and I'm just like, there you go, dear. It's like a magic trick, isn't it? There you go, eat up.
Didn't come out of the hand. She
Molly would
half-heartedly chews on this pigeon.
There's starving vampires in Africa, you know. Be glad of that pigeon.
Get out of here.
I'm just channeling my inner mum, all right?
I know, I love it.
But after that, Corey, this thing stops wriggling and flapping and spraying feathers everywhere, and then she just doesn't go anywhere. She's just still and unmoving.
Can I take a point of hunger off for the pigeon?
Yes, you can, and you retain your point in animalism.
So, are we going to talk about the plan that I had established before we got here?
Which one was that, dear?
that we are going to talk to Mr. Brass to hopefully figure out some way of maybe gathering an army or some form of protection against whoever is keeping us here.
I personally have reservations about that, but well, no, it's fine. I'm sure the other plans have gone well. I just don't like him.
I understand. I only bring this up because Kowi said that he had no dealings with the people possibly behind this. So maybe we could
on our side.
We could also work with the Malkavians, since apparently the Malkavians also do not have any connections with what's happening here. And I'm sure that they would love to leave the city just as much as we would.
I like Malkavians. What do you think, Molly?
I like the Malkavians.
Yes. They're reliably
Good question.
unreliable.
What are Malkavians?
Oh, the Malkavians. They're wonderful. They're such a fun bunch. Yes, they're all completely barking mad.
They promise I'll grow up.
Yes. They're lovely, though. They're just don't... they tend to be a little, the practical jokes are a bit, interesting sometimes, but they're lovely. They're lovely. Yes. Couldn't meet a nicer bunch of, yes. Lovely.
I'm
Great.
sure, yes.
I'm gonna decide, Marco, are you sure this is a good idea?
Wait, you're siding with me as in like... I am the one who is presenting the idea of us
Are you sure this is a good idea?
I think so. I obviously don't think that we can take on an army of ghouls, especially if they're all over the city. And they, being Mr. Brass and the Malkavians and any other vampires, may very quickly be conned into working for whoever is doing this. So it may be at our best discretion if we bite before they do. Because I'm sure that they want to leave the city just as much as we do.
But can't we just let them figure it out?
They could possibly get in our way of achieving that.
If you want something done properly, do it yourself.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm glad you agree with me.
For once.
You're learning, young man.
Ugh, don't remind me.
What?
Nothing. Molly, did you say anything to this girl? The one that you have been thinking is your mother? She sent me a very peculiar text, wanting to hang out together with my girlfriend that does not exist.
I haven't spoken to Julie.
You haven't? Interesting. You don't.
Oh.
You don't say.
I know that when we were with them all, we had talked about going to dinner sometime.
Oh yes,
But
that's right.
I don't know why she'd think you have a girlfriend who would
Do I smell romance in the air?
date this.
No, it is your pits that I smell, Florence.
You smell absolutely fine.
I feel like Molly would probably
Come on now.
try to be like, check on Marco, like, why were you bleeding? And
Oh, okay.
do you have like bandages? I don't know. I feel like Molly would probably be tending to that while Florence was tending to the other.
I feel like, Marco, you're dead. So, like, there's not actually that much blood, but you do have some inconvenient holes in you. And, like...
Oh, yeah, I guess
Florence
that's true.
probably... Florence
We're vampires.
probably just stapled some of them together and patched them up with bits of cloth.
No, not staple. A big, slightly rusty sewing needle and some old dental floss.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's enough for you lot.
Yeah.
So,
It pulls out easy enough. It's fine.
So we can't leave the city, and there's ghouls in the town.
Yes, and we have to do something in order to stop this, and she is our only hope at this point, because we've given her the research, but I don't think she knows what to do with it.
So then why don't we take her to the people that had the research?
Because she had to steal it from them in the first place.
Well, does it make sense to go back to the people that introduced us to the people that you just stole the research from and told them, hey, I stole the research from them, to ask for help?
No, we're going to the Malkavians, not the.
And then we're going back to Mr. Brass. Mr. Brass isn't the Malkavian.
I don't want to go to Mr. Brass. I don't like Mr. Brass. Mr. Brass is a git and just wanted to pump on me, and I don't like him. No, says
Okay, fine. I only brought up the idea because I know that he would get very angry if he knew that we were trying to leave the city, and if word got back to him, it would compromise our trust that we have already established with him. But if we clue him into what we are trying to do, if it were to get back to him that we are trying to leave the city, we could convey it in a way that it is in his best interest to help us.
Well, what's wrong with this lady? Why is she dead on the floor?
She's not dead. She's eating a pigeon. She's fine.
Well, did you ever think that maybe she doesn't want a pigeon and maybe she needs a human?
I lost the research. And then...
Who lost the research?
I lost the research. And then she just kind of curls into herself even more, and...
Yes, but we've got it on... Where's your telephone?
I pull up the photos.
See?
I take photos of the research. You have not lost them.
We told you that last night.
We literally told you that. Are you out of it? Yeah, you are. Never mind.
I can't. Okay. Well, show me then.
And I give her my phone. And I'm like, this is how a phone works in case she doesn't know.
She takes it from you and she works it better than you do.
Yeah,
because
probably.
You have no points of technology.
Exactly.
And she, because it's one of those crappy flip phones with crappy cameras, she's like, this is almost useless. Hang on. We might be able to get something from it.
Or maybe if you, I don't know. Can you make the negative bigger?
What does that mean?
I don't.
I used to have a box brownie.
Box
you open it up and find the negatives on there, and then enlarge them that way.
It's not. That's photographs have changed a little since your day. It's
Where do they keep
so
the negatives
pixely.
now? Oh, is it microfilm?
Oh my god.
Is it microfilm? Is it like spy cameras?
Molly. Is that you? This bit's about you.
Yes, her name is Molly. Yes.
Okay. I can't. It's so pixely. Like, it doesn't seem to be much though. Hang on.
Stop! No! Don't stop zooming in. And then
Zoom out a little.
Yeah. Maybe zoom out and you hold it back, and maybe you can see it better. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. We've got some stuff on Molly. You have a region. Okay. Florence, Penelope, Nita Wellingsley.
I don't know who that is.
Rachel Evans, Sire, Georgina Barnett, Marco, Sire, Maria Felton, Molly, Sire, Soria Felt. Like, I can't get much out of this. These are your photos. I can't. We're going to have to get these to an actual computer, otherwise we can't do anything with them. We need a bigger screen.
Wait, you can put these on the computer? How do you do that?
Dude, when were you born? Like, do you not know how memory works? Dropbox.
Yeah, maybe what the you're gonna drop them in the box?
That's where the film goes.
Even in her drained, shitty-looking face and demeanor, Corey gives you a intensely confused look.
I don't know where a computer is. I haven't seen one in God knows how long. The only time is with the researcher.
Are they the ones that with the valves and things, right? You put punch cards in.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Punch cards?
No. What was Molly's connection? What's her name?
You mean the thing I just read out?
No. Like the girl. I always forget her name.
Oh, Julie.
Julie? Maybe. Molly, does Julie have a computer?
Yes.
Where does she fit it?
Probably. I don't know. We've never
You
been
saw
in
she had a
their
laptop.
house. We've never been in their house.
Yeah, we were.
Were we in their house?
We went in to go grab a chair.
Oh, I thought she brought the chair out to us on the road. Yeah, I think she has a laptop or a computer.
Maybe we could pay her a visit and ask for a favor in letting us figure this out. Nate, you might have to come with us because I honestly don't know how this works.
Dude, I'm not leaving you next to a computer by yourself.
I think that's
okay?
a really bad idea. If you're talking about like ghouls and people dying and all that, I don't really want Julie involved. I don't want to involve Julie.
You're right.
Oh, oh wait, the modern computers, the little things, right?
Why not go to the library? They've got
was just
computers at
gonna
the
say,
library.
yes.
That's what they taught us in school.
Well, no,
Wait. You want us to go out into the public where there could be ghouls that could then follow us where we are going back to?
Well, I don't know about these ghouls or what they are. You just said that they exist in town. Can't we kill them on our way to the public library? I solved the computer problem. You need to solve the ghoul problem.
Molly.
computers are littler now, right? Like a good
Little? I mean, we all have these cell phones.
Yes, but these are telephones.
I'm sorry, Mark.
Nate has like a fancy phone, right? You have a smartphone?
That I do.
Doesn't Nate have a computer? Why don't we go back to his house?
My apartment's compromised. There's stuff going on.
Don't you have an office?
Just gives you like a blank look.
Don't you have a manager that you could contact?
What about that nice young man?
Yes, that nice young man that you... Yes, nice young man.
He could
Why
be an
don't we
idea.
just break in somewhere that has computers?
And he might actually know a place, but he's kind of mixed up as well.
Well, we have to figure out something. We are burning moonlight here.
Will I message him?
But once I even do as well.
Who are you messaging?
Your
stalker.
Oh, your stalker. You
It would
can
take
swap
too long
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, you can.
What's that, Eric? Is that his name?
His name is Eric.
Yeah, it's Eric, yeah.
Okay. Will we message him? Is that what we want to? We're going to skip the library, internet cafe. We're just gonna go
I
straight.
didn't even think of the internet cafe. That's an even better idea. At least that one's open at nighttime.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Just don't bring Florence, and it won't be that bad. It'll be conspicuous. Is that the word?
What's wrong with
Inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous.
How about this?
What's wrong with me?
Nothing's wrong with you. We just want you to watch the alleyway to make sure it's
You have to
safe.
stay here with this lady. Wait, no, are we bringing her with us, or
Yeah,
what?
we should bring her with us.
You're not
We
coming
should-
anywhere without
we-
me, thank
we-
you very much.
They
You have to
definitely-
stay outside and watch for the ghouls.
We are absolutely not taking this woman with us. They absolutely wanted to take her last time.
I know, we can disguise her. Pull out the pink wig.
Why don't you just put her in the cart?
Disguises, see?
Unless
No.
we met
Even
him
walk?
halfway, he brought his stuff to us, and we met him somewhere.
Also, we can enlarge a photo.
Dude.
Can't you do that with
What
your
happened to
fancy?
the original research?
Can't you do that on your fancy phone or something?
No, it doesn't work.
You can't put this photo onto that thing and then do something to it.
Yes, but we need. Listen, if we had access to my computer, we could do stuff to the photo to increase the quality. But if we just transfer it over, it's just gonna get like degraded.
You could zoom and enhance. That's not true, but it would probably be
On my
easier.
phone?
It would be
Yeah,
easier on
that's
either
right.
your screen, on your mobile, maybe. Definitely easier on a laptop
Computer.
screen.
But we can try it. Will I roll for technology then?
Yeah, go on. Intelligence plus technology. Well, you could give it a go. See how it happens.
Where is technology?
Technology should be at the bottom of the top set. Mental.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
No.
4 successes. Yep. It goes through. What you do is probably send an MMS from Marco's phone, because it's really like a really old style phone, and it comes through on yours fine. It's still really shitty and pixely, but you can like pinch zoom and probably change the contrast and stuff like that. And you get a reasonable like some parts of it are just too like JPEG compressed. It's just like angular grey blocks where sentences should be, but like there are a few useful bits. Nate, do you read this first? Do you show anyone?
Yeah, I think he'd read it first. I think he'd try and see what was readable and what wasn't readable.
Okay, in that case, give me a second.
Plus, he's trying to figure out as much as he can without the help of these guys.
God, I'm glad you decided to take photos. That was like...
Yep.
But as he's doing this, Nate is like looking over at Marco and be like, "You are never taking the photos again. These are awful."
I thought I was good at photography.
I used to be quite a good amateur photographer when I was a young girl, yes. I used to take wonderful photos of flowers.
I sent you a DM,
Okay.
Deli, and that is what you get. I think... hang on, I'm going to need to send other people DMs just to make sure of a couple of pieces of information. But apart from that, I think it's all there.
While they're waiting for the text, I want to kind of talk to or say to Marco, did you hear your sire's name? She said your sire.
I was kind of not really paying attention. Something about Felton or Shelton for the last name.
Definitely didn't hear anything about me.
Did you guys hear anything about me?
To be honest,
Sorry,
What do you
continue.
think it says in those papers? How did they get your sire?
remember we gave them all our blood.
Did we give
Yes.
them all of our? We did.
Yeah, we did. For a contact, which I'm pretty sure we've jeopardized now because we stole it all back.
My contact too. While I wasn't even there, you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think
Yeah.
Nate's just gonna take a picture. I was about like a screen cap, and then he's gonna like hand his phone back over to Crawley.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah, Cawley, sorry.
Okay, and she looks through it, and she's like, okay. Well, you're definitely all Thin-Bloods. That's... you probably could have said it slightly more politely than impotent blood, but, and you all
Hear
know
that,
that...
Marco? You're impotent.
Molly, do you know who Maquette is?
No.
Oh,
Who's Maquette? Should I know who Maquette is?
probably because Maquette is your regent?
Who's my who?
Your Regnant, Regent. You are blood bonded to this person.
You have a blood bond to someone.
I'm blood bonded to someone?
You're blood bonded to someone.
Interesting. Does it
Is that
say how
serious,
powerful?
or
It's very serious. How powerful is the blood bond?
It just says there is a blood bond. I can't.
How did I...
Does it say that she was the one to cause the blood bond, or was she the victim of the blood bonding?
You are blood bonded to someone. You are under this maquette person.
So someone's been feasting upon your blood.
No, it's the other way around.
Yeah, you've been feasting upon someone else's blood.
Sneaky little kid, Molly. Ooh. Why didn't you tell us about this?
I don't know how. We've been together since I've known that you were turned.
I don't know who this is. How do blood bonds happen?
Go
It
drink
is
their
when-
blood.
It's basically you drink their blood, and after a series of days, I think they have control over you.
That's what Mr. Brass wanted to do to me, is why I don't like him very much.
Well, that doesn't make any sense because I've been with Marco since...
Yeah, and I don't remember you drinking anyone else's blood. Or, I mean, someone drinking your blood.
No, got it right the first time.
Well...
What was the name of her sire again?
Maybe the research was wrong, and I would love to go back and find out, but apparently
Molly, your sire is...
Sora Felton.
If I can get the right page up. Molly, your sire is Soria Felton.
Soria Felton.
I don't know. Who was that? Who was my sire?
Apparently related, Maria Felton.
Maria? I thought it was a man that I was hanging out with. Interesting.
Sorry.
No, I'm saying like maybe.
It might be Mario. I mean, this JPEG compression's pretty awful. I don't know.
Interesting.
I thought it was a man. It's usually the other way around.
He just has really broad shoulders, all right.
That was wrong for me to assume the gender. That was my bad.
Mario. I don't know.
No, come here. Let me have a look.
Do you want to do a wits awareness roll?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
And,
Oh yeah, Mario. Yeah, I remember Mario. Yeah.
It's all coming back to me now, and it's brother Luigi. How could I possibly?
Two successes, it's Mario.
no, that's an O. Look, if you do it to the side, it's clearer. See, it's an O. There's Mario.
Mario.
Yeah.
Interesting. They were related. Did we get what?
Di, I sent you a message.
Oh wait.
it's 2018.
No, I haven't.
Like, they can have the same last name. Doesn't necessarily mean there's a connection there.
Maybe.
Is it
but-
2008? I thought it was 2016.
It's 2016 then.
I'm not sure I understand that.
No, Florence just literally doesn't know the date.
That's whatever.
That's very weird, and it's a huge coincidence to be sired by someone with the same last name, or two people of the same last name. That is a huge coincidence, because I don't know for sure, but maybe we were sired on the same day.
By the same
Family?
Twinsies.
druggers.
That is very strange. And apparently their blood is shit. I mean, look at us, we're thin bloods.
Apparently.
So there,
But now
is
I
there-
want to know who this Micat person is. We need to find. Do you think Mr. Brass knows?
Does it say anything about my sire?
Yes, who is your sire?
Well, it's not important, but does it
Fred-
say anything about
Fred
him?
White.
I'm so sad.
Anything else?
Fred White.
Let's take a look
Basic name.
at my notes again. He must have been 14th generation. Doesn't say anything about him.
Oh, that's yes.
Must have been a lot of photos you took.
He was a milkman.
I don't think you can get someone's true. You can get someone's true name from blood magic. I don't think you can get their job.
No, he was a milkman. Lovely, lovely man.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. It's yes, no, everything. No, it's fine. Would anyone like a cup of tea? I'll put the kettle on.
We're in a cottage in the middle of nowhere.
Florence has got a little tiny fire going in the corner with this ancient sort of like soot encrusted kettle, with a little sort of whistle on it.
After hearing all this, I feel awful. I forgot about Rachel. It's been so long since we've seen her. I hope she's doing all right.
Who is Rachel?
This girl that we met a long time ago, or a while back. She's also a Thin-Blood.
Oh.
Yeah.
She hasn't shown up at the factory in God knows how long.
She's probably dead.
Probably.
She went to go visit her friend at college.
The college.
Yes, it's outside the city, so I don't think it fared well for her.
Maybe the college or the university? If she went to the university, she might have been something to do with Tremere? I don't know.
Maybe.
That's where they live.
We don't know. She just left.
I hope all is well and that we can save her if she is still alive. If once we figure out what's wrong with this city. Speaking of which, have we figured out anything inside the information that can actually help us? Besides who sired us?
Rachel probably would have stayed in the city though because she couldn't have left.
Yeah.
Corey hands over to you, Marco. The phone with the
that's actually quite a expensive phone there. Let me just help you with that there.
Sorry.
Fine. I give it back to Nate. Like, whatever. Here. Is there anything inside of this research that helps us out? Why did you risk your life for this? Just to know who sired us?
All of the Nosferatu, or the Nosferatu I worked for, was extremely perturbed by something to do with the university, something to do with Tremere, and I thought that after a little bit of digging that it might have been something to do with your blood. What happened there? Anything? Is this right?
What do you mean what happened there? Like at the university when we gave our blood?
He did some sort of weird oogly boogly ritual and then went crazy and tried to kill one of us.
They drew ruins in the blood. It was so cool. I played and I did some of them myself.
And Frenzy took over Mr. Nate, or Nathaniel.
He did the oogly boogly thing and then he was like, ah, and all that sort of nonsense.
Okay, yeah, something like that probably wouldn't scare. Oh, maybe I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, we certainly do not either.
Really, you're about as much use as a chocolate teapot, aren't you, dear?
What are we supposed to do with this?
She just lays back down on the floor.
This woman is insufferable. How are we going to get out of this damn city if she doesn't even know what the hell's going on? Because we certainly don't.
So we can't just take this to the Nosferatu then?
I quickly snap a picture of like her laying down, her face. And I'm like, we can show this to Mr. Brass and see if he knows who she is.
Ooh.
We do not have to say where she is. It's up to you.
I'm for it. Let's go see Mr.
Or we
Brass.
could show the Malkavians, perhaps.
I think the Malkavians are a better idea. I don't like Mr. Brass. I don't like Mr. Brass. I don't trust Mr. Brass. I think he's a right dodgy bugger.
Alrighty then. Tell me how you really feel.
I think he's a complete tosspot.
They got that on the recording and I sent it to him. No, I'm kidding.
I think you'd be able to operate
And then I
it.
subtweeted.
Finally starting to think like a vampire. Okay. So you're
That-
off to
The Malkavian.
meet the Malkavian. Molly, you have contact for Taj. I think you're the only person with contact for him, and he's your Malkavian that you know.
Yes.
So you would be the one who calls him?
I would probably text him,
Okay.
and I would text him and say, "Need help, ASAP," and then I would send that.
Very dramatic.
You get a message back saying, "Oh dear, that's a shame. Hope you get well soon. Love, Mr. Singh."
I'm going to text back the photo of the lady. What's her name?
Corey.
Colway.
CORWI.
And just that photo. See where that takes me.
Ew, this is worse than a dick pic. Why did you send me this?
What's a
Also,
dick
is
pic?
that a Nosferatu?
Yeah, Florence is just over your shoulder going, what is a dick pic?
I'm gonna text back and say, "Need help, please. Can we meet you somewhere?"
You get a message. There's the magic word. I can meet you. Yes. And then, like, a minute later, he's like, where? He's like, maybe. Are you close to my house? And then another few seconds go by. My house is what's it called on the map? Fulton Manor, I think.
Felton Manor?
Is that what it says on the map? I forget.
Oh
But-
no, I was just saying Felton because that would be my sire, and I would have been real creeped out.
Yeah. I was like, whoa.
I would have been like, and then hung up the phone.
But
Like,
it's a
not hung up, I
text.
told them the next, it's a text. So I would
No,
have been,
Hitchton Hall. Sorry, I got it wrong.
the music would have been all dramatic. Okay. Okay, be there within the hour.
Cool.
Thanks. And then I would do a heart emoji. I guess.
You get
And
like the happy cat emoji.
oh yeah.
Oh my god, smiley kitty face. Best kitty face.
Yes. Okay, well, Taj said he'd help us, kind of,
Oh, that's good.
a little.
That's nice.
But we're bringing her with
Is that
us.
wise? Can we trust him?
I think it's our best bet because having her sit inside this cottage does us no good.
I mean, I trust them.
I don't
More
trust
than
them, but they're
Mr.
reliably
Brass.
unreliable, you know? I don't trust Mr. Brass. I don't like
Plus-
Mr. Brass. Mr. Brass can bugger off.
Plus, was he not also in the room with us when we did the blood thing with Nathaniel?
The first time. Because he
Yes.
introduced us.
So he's in on it! See, I told you!
He might be. We're not sure.
Yeah, but he's the only one that's going to be able to give us any answers about anything. So,
And she said the Malkavians were safe.
yeah. Plus,
Our best
Molly's
bet.
got some questions.
Fine, Molly.
So you all are in Hitchton, the grounds of Hitchton Hall right now. In fact, the cottage that you're in, the upstairs back window, you already know looks out upon like some very nicely manicured gardens and a big stately house. Kind of, I think probably Georgian period.
Okay.
Nice and square, 3 stories.
Right. So I'm gonna link her up around my shoulder. Not like her whole body, just her arm, to kind of like drag her along with us.
You do have to drag her. She doesn't move herself.
I will drag her then.
Florence is the other side, just going, come on,
Couldn't
dear.
Nate and Marco both carry her?
If he wants to help, as I look as I'm trying to drag her down the stairs, like, come on!
Yeah, Florence is like
How
helping.
heavy is she?
Probably not much. She's quite frail.
She's being very disagreeable right now. So I bet she's doing that thing. She was like making herself heavier than she
Dead weight,
actually is.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not entirely certain that she's 100% conscious all of the time. She seems to have lost all impetus.
I feel that.
Can everyone make me intelligence occult rolls? Okay. Unless you got 2 10s. Okay. I think Nate. Kind of somewhere in the. Because you got occult 3, so that's the only reason you're getting this and no one else is.
Gosh.
Yes.
Somewhere in the back of your mind is like, there's something you can do with a vampire. Like, if they don't fight back, you can... It's like a primal urge, almost, but you kind of resolve it into your own thought patterns, and you're like, oh, maybe if I eat this person...
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Maybe I can gain their powers. That
Like
seems
from
likely.
her? Like,
We know that because we've done that.
You haven't done that.
So, yeah. How will I do that?
Wait, if you
It's
eat her,
different
like,
from what you've done previous.
Eat a vampire. Sorry.
Okay, I think Nate would definitely try and like just give up. He'd be like, I don't think we should bring her. I think it's too dangerous.
No, we need to bring her. I don't want to leave her on her own. Dangerous.
I'll stay with her.
No, because you're coming too.
we
Come on,
need to
let's
bring
go.
her.
Go.
I feel like if we bring her, they're gonna. If they find us, she's dead weight, and we lose her. And if we bring her as a bargaining chip, the Malkavians might decide to keep her, and then we've lost her again.
Okay, then...
Where's a bargaining chip
Come on.
for?
Wait.
We need to
What
bring
was-
her. We need to bring evidence of her and not her. That way, at least we don't lose our only bargaining chip on this playground right now.
Well, why did you want to stay behind with her?
Because I don't know anyone.
Yeah, and it's not going to change.
Don't you
anything
want
about
to
me,
go
everybody.
know people?
Yes, I think you should meet
Not
everybody.
really. She's described them as nuns.
I'm gonna basically put her over my shoulders. I'm just like, come on, dear, let's go.
Wait. He brings up a valid point.
No, I don't want to leave her here on her own. The
I
last time she was here, she nearly got eaten by cockroaches.
If you want, I can take her to my place. But or
What?
you can bring her-
That is an awful idea.
Yes, so just take her with us. She's fine. She's had a bit too much to drink. That's all.
Florence. Wait. What was the name of that guy? The like Wolfie type guy.
I don't think she likes him. She didn't. I don't. Dear, you don't like what's his name, do you?
What's his name?
Big wolf teeth and him.
Mika.
Mika.
I might be
Yes.
safe with Mika.
You might be safe with Mika.
Okay.
Maybe.
George rat. George
Where's Mika?
Here,
Could
at least that.
I could. I don't know. Maybe the Malkavians. They don't know. Maybe Mika. He probably doesn't know. So, I think that.
Flip a coin, dear. Come on, make your mind up.
I don't know. I don't know anyone.
Then I will make mine for her. And I'm like, I pull her off of your shoulders.
Oh.
And I throw her down on like whatever's the softest thing nearby.
There's a bush.
I throw her into the bush because she is being dead weight at this point. And I'm like, contact your guy.
I'm not leaving her here.
Mika.
No, what, Mika?
Yes.
No, all right then. That one, and then.
Wait, you have his phone number? He has a phone?
Oh wait, no, it's the. Oh yeah, no, it was the rat, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. Which is programming into the rat.
Yeah, it was a rat. It wasn't a phone. God,
Yeah.
Marco.
Tickle the rat's belly.
She was just writing it into the
Right. Mr. Waffles. Right. I need you to go tell Mika that she's got some. No, actually, I'm gonna write Mr. Waffles. I'm gonna write a little note. I want to put it under your collar. Okay. Sit. Don't eat the note. No. Add Waffles. Right. Let me just write a little. Dear Mika. There's a call. We need your help. Please, can you look after her? Kind regards, Florence. Yours faithfully, kind regards, Florence. There we go. Lovely. Right, just roll that up small. Okay, now, Waffles. No eating the note. Go find Mika. Go on.
When you say reading, Mr. Ruffle go.
No, she said eating. She said eating.
Oh, eating. Okay.
Yeah, no eating the note. You can just tell him, but I'll just tell him what I said. But also, I want you to take the paper just in case, because this is important and it's a formal request. Ooh.
That is Animal Ken plus Resolve.
Plus
And
resolve.
also, because of the events of the previous night, you know that this is basically the maximum that you can do with your retainers, because you lost one, the other two are hurt. But, you know, delivering a message will be simple enough.
Okay, right. Now can resolve.
Yep. And Mr. Waffles, what did you call him?
Mr. Waffles, yes.
It's like skitters up your arm, down your side, down your leg, and then off into the distance.
Good, Mr. Waffles. Right, just wait a little while for him to turn up. I don't want to leave her here in the bush.
Oh, I'll stay here. Where are you guys heading?
Was
You
she
wouldn't
awfully
know.
eager to stay here with her?
Yes, I don't know why you want to stay.
Because
better
I'm
not be
not going
feeling her up.
straight. I went to a university with you guys.
You
and I got-
better not be feeling her up, you know. I know what young men are like these days. Just
You really
don't-
want to leave her here?
I don't
Happy
think you have to worry about him feeling her up.
Why?
I mean, and I like,
Just like
yeah.
if anything, I think we should wait for him to come.
I agree. I think we should wait for Mika to get here.
Yes.
What was the actual message you sent?
It was, dear Mika, we have a vampire called Koei who needs your help. Secret things going on. We'll explain when you get here. Kind, yours faithfully, kind regards, Florence.
Okay. How long are you willing to wait?
Probably like half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, maybe an hour at max.
Okay. You wait an hour and no one arrives.
Oh, I'm
I don't
so
want to
sorry.
wait anymore. Why can't we just take her with us?
I think we should. We can't leave her here, and I don't trust him. Just a handy little
Take her
bug.
with us. You don't need to bring her into the building if you don't want to bring her into the building, but we need to take her with us. We can't just leave her here. And we can't leave you alone because what if people show up?
Then how about what we do is if you
Well,
are
I'll
that
just go
afraid,
by
Florence,
myself.
I will go with Molly. Florence, Nate, you stay behind.
Yeah, I like that idea much better.
Oh.
I don't like splitting. I'd quite like to see the Malkavians, but all right, whatever. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll be the
Just as
chaperone.
you're about to do anything, you hear a rustling from the woods.
That cannot be good.
Well, it could be.
Told Tarzan
It could be Mika. Can I sort of listen and see if I can?
I do have hearing. I have an awareness of hearing, like a specialization in that.
Okay. But
Actually,
I'm not going to make you roll
Oh.
because of what's about to happen.
Okay.
A woman in reasonably ragged-looking clothes comes out of the forest. And,
Oh.
I mean, you've been noticing this the whole time, like ravens and various other woodland creatures have been coming, staring at you,
She's basically
leaving.
A really gothic Disney princess.
They're watching us again.
Ah.
watching
Yeah,
us.
yeah, creepy gothic Disney princess.
Awesome.
Yes. So she just comes stumbling out of the woods, and that's it.
Yep. She looks directly at you.
Wait, are we in the cabin?
No,
Like-
No, we're outside.
You threw in a
Oh.
bush. Like-
Oh.
Yeah, but an hour
Yeah.
passed. Maybe we went back in. What we were
That's what I thought. I thought we would have
We
gone
just
back
left her in the
inside.
bush.
But it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just cleaning this cabin. We are all
Florence
cleaning
is
this
just
cabin.
fading into the background as best she can and trying to sneak because this
Oh,
is
with your obfuscate.
yeah.
Okay. If you do, yeah. So you're doing that, and then this woman arrives basically through the bush that Corey is in. Basically,
Oh, it's in the same bush.
yeah, from that kind of direction. But she doesn't look at the body on the floor. She's just like, Mika sent me.
Mika sent you? Who
Do you,
are
know
you?
what the note, do you know what the note said?
Wait, the fuck? Where did she say
Crap.
that?
Okay, so
Wait.
Florence,
Hold on.
the smelly old woman, you are here. Okay.
smelling also.
I'm not smell. I smell fine. Smell me.
No thanks.
I try not to.
Yes, Mika said there was a vampire.
How do we know you're from Mika?
Gets out the note that you sent.
That does not prove anything. That just means that you know the
Where's
read.
the rat?
I mean, the rat would come with her. Yeah.
Okay, right. Did you deliver the message? Did you?
The rat's dead.
The rat's dead. You're
Yeah.
dead.
Yes,
Oh, I
that-
thought it was a snack. I'm so sorry.
The
She's
little
like-
head of the rat is connected to the note, but there's no body connected to the head.
It's like a fish head with the skeleton.
I'm just gonna sort of pick up the rat and be like, did you deliver it like I asked you to?
And yeah, you get an affirmative little like scribble and scratch and a nuzzle. And she's like, so do you have any info for Mika? Anything like that? Anything I should?
We've got her. Just
Is that Nosferatu?
yes.
Okay. We've got to be quick. What do you want to tell me? What do you want me to do with this vampire? I can take
Okay, so
back to me.
basically, right. So you know you can't get out of here because some wiggly boo magic stuff, right?
No.
Okay, you
What?
can't get out of the city because of wiggly boo magic. She thinks she might have a way to get out. There's blood magic and stuff, and we tried to steal some things, but it all went horribly wrong. And there's like a whole bunch of ghouls in the town square, sort of thing. And it was awful. It was awful. And they almost caught her, but we rescued her, and we took the research that the blood magicians had done. But then we lost it. But we had
She gets out a
photographs.
pad and she starts scribbling.
Yes. We had photographs of it, and Corey needs to be hidden because they're all after her, and
That's
she's
Corey.
a bit, she's a
That's
bit, yes,
yes.
and she's a bit sort of, I'm just shaking her.
So
as well.
she's the one that needs
yes,
protecting.
This is
Yeah.
Corey. Yes,
Okay, I can take Corey with me. I don't see why
she's a
not.
bit wobbly.
To where?
You are not taking her alone.
Well, you're not coming with me.
Well, then you cannot
You're
take
not
her.
taking her then.
Yeah.
Giddy
Okay, well
on,
you can
eh?
keep her. I'm honestly I don't know if it's going to be helpful to us. I mean it sounds like it maybe Corey.
Can you really afford to gamble on this?
Let me just say,
Yes.
tell Mika, does he want to leave the city ever?
I can tell Mika that.
Why
Yeah.
are we debating this? Just give her the person. Why are we attached to this person? Give him and go. Let's go, please.
I can take Corey, and
We
you can
trust
see her
Mika.
again. She will be safe. But
Do you promise?
not
Do you
take-
swear?
I'm not taking her word. She came out of the woods.
And
You came out of the woods.
You really did. You came out of the woodwork out of nowhere.
A scrapyard.
Okay.
Oh my good aunt.
yeah,
Okay.
I give you my word. Like,
And
if
who are
she's
you
useful
again?
to us, then great. We can keep her alive if she wants. One question though: where the hell did you find a Nosferatu?
She
She
just turned
fa-
up in the cottage.
The cottage, right?
This
Yes.
cottage.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Covered in bloody. She was being eaten
Cockroach.
alive by cockroaches.
Cockroaches, right? And
Cockroaches.
you see her write down. Okay.
Probably more info, but I can't remember.
How are we going to know where to find you next?
The rats know.
The rats.
The rats know where to find us. Yes, I can't tell you where our domain is because that's really dangerous for us. But we can. Corey's a Nosferatu could probably send animal messengers herself. Like I don't know
As long as they're not cockroaches.
if she could control cockroaches. She probably wouldn't have been eaten by them.
No, I know, and I was being facetious.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry, that's
It's been a long couple of nights, you know.
fair enough.
Tried leaving the city myself, you know. That wasn't fun. Oh no. No.
Weird. Okay, well, that's interesting information. Well, I'll take it. And thank you. Shall I take Corey?
Fine. No
Look
doubt.
after her, all
Do
right?
you have anything you can give us in return as like a?
We're asking a favour from her. She's not going to. Young people these days just take.
Is there anything I can give you? No. Sorry. But, you know, if she
Just
turns out to be
for me.
useful, then your favour is repaid, possibly twofold, and we'll owe you. So, I mean, Nosferatu, they always know things. So, this could be helpful. And
I slapped the girl to wake her up.
she just kind of opens her eyes, rouses a little bit. Like,
Wake up.
what?
You're going with this lady.
We'll come find you.
She's with Mika.
Looks
Don't
up.
worry.
Oh. Yes. Gangrel, yeah.
Yes.
I'm
you
just going to
go-
sort of take her hand and just pat it gently and be like, be safe, dear, all right?
Oh my
You
god.
again.
Okay. And so this woman picks up Corey with one hand, puts her over her shoulder. It's like, and when she does that, you can see like on the back of her arms like horrendous like gouges in various places, and like under here especially like tears and stuff. Clearly been fighting recently.
Oh, the gangrel or Corey?
The gangrel.
Ooh,
Corey's fine. Apart from looking like
wait a
shit.
minute. What happened to you?
You know, well, normal.
Just gangrel things.
Just gangrel things. No, I've been doing some wet work for the
Wet work.
What work?
for the for the Anarchs. There's
What's wet work, though? Is that like mopping?
grunt stuff.
I see.
Oh, you mean the old fisticuffs? And
The old fisticuffs.
Yeah,
Cameron,
the old Marquis of Queen. Well, I'm assuming not Marquis of Queensbury. A bit of knife fights, bit of broken glass.
I don't need knives, But
I've already turned around and I'm starting to walk.
Okay.
Back.
Camarilla won't see us coming next time, that's for sure. See ya.
Can Nate take a picture for it all?
Nate can take a picture.
Okay. He quickly like snaps just as a bargaining chip.
Do you turn off the camera sound? Because otherwise, there's.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be on anyway.
Camera sound on. Come on now.
Yeah. Okay. So she disappears off into the forest, and almost immediately after, Taj arrives, like down the path. He's like, "Where the hell were you, Molly? Tardiness is not something that I am a fan of."
I'm sorry, that was my fault. We had to meet we had to do it. We had a thing, and we were kept waiting by somebody else. Terribly sorry. It won't happen again. Sorry.
I know exactly who you just met. They're dangerous. I had to come find you, you know.
We're vampires. It's a
I'm sorry, I
thing.
was on my way.
Mm. We're all dangerous. Mm.
Yes, Florence,
What?
we're all dangerous.
So we wanted to talk to you, Taj.
Yeah. We can
What?
talk. Molly, what do you want to talk about?
What do we want to talk to him about?
We want to talk to him about how he can't leave the city and if he knows about this. And how there's someone orchestrating everything.
Did you know that we can't leave the city?
It's true. I tried.
I mean, I don't know if people let you leave the city. Prefer if you didn't. I mean, Molly, we're best friends now, obviously. You know what? If you want to fill me in on whatever it is you want to tell me, why don't you hop in the car? You can see he's very finely dressed. Please.
You know what? We can demonstrate what happens if you try and leave the city.
I would say so.
Let's try
Okay.
and leave the city right now. Come on.
Let's give it a go if you really want. Everyone.
Yes.
I'm just on the way to a function, so.
Where is the
You look
function?
really nice, Mr. Taj.
Taj, may I ask where the function is?
Oh, it's up at the castle.
What domain would that be?
Oh, it's
Never been in a castle.
It's not a domain. It's. Have you never been to Elysium?
No.
Ewatium?
Oh, it's a meeting place for all of us.
For all vampires?
All of us.
Okay, well that was a lie. Not all vampires. The
Then
ones
who?
who deserve to have an organized society.
Are we?
The ones with rules.
So the Camarilla.
Yes.
Oh, you could have just said that instead of being fancy.
Oh, well, I'm wearing this nice tie. Why?
Yeah, true. All right. I don't think that you should leave the city because we don't want to mess up that pretty little tie of yours.
Okay.
According to what Florence has said, vampires that try to leave suffer some very nasty consequences.
Yes, they do. Yes, I nearly, it was not good. It was blood and it was tagged to dry, and it was lovely. It was lovely.
And his eyes start to glaze a little, and he stares at you, Florence. He's like, oh. That must have been difficult for you. Okay.
What? Sorry. Yes.
Molly, would you like to go to a party?
I would love to go to a party.
Let's go to a party.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Are they coming with us?
So, the pretty one and the other nice-looking one, I think they might fit in.
I've got a
But
wig.
yeah,
Sorry, Nate. Guess you're not invited.
The shade.
Damn. Molly.
All right.
Did she actually say that?
Taj puts his hand out to you. It's a pleasure to meet you, Nate. Was it?
Yes. Yes. Nice to meet you too.
He clasps his hands around yours, just like. I think yes. This would be very, very nice. You can be my entourage. Do you want to go to a party?
Wait, did I?
Yeah, yes, we do. We do.
I think we have bigger fish to fry than a party tonight.
No. Oh.
Party seems like a good place to network and learn.
Taj, I don't know if you know this, but whoever is causing...
Taj, do you have a pretty dress for me to
Molly,
wear?
no. Molly, be quiet. This is life or death we're talking about.
We're
Taj.
already dead.
Molly?
I might have a pretty dress. In fact,
Taj!
the lady.
And I yell at Taj.
Don't yell at me.
Listen.
Don't.
You are in danger, Taj. Whoever is orchestrating all of this has ghouls throughout the entire city. That they have.
Everyone's got ghouls throughout the city.
But they have an army of ghouls that are making sure that no vampires ever leave.
Oh.
Isn't that something that the Camarilla wants to deal with?
We don't spend much time outside of the city. I don't think that's going to be a problem for us.
So you'd rather stay inside of your echo chamber? What if you run out of food?
We're not going to run out of people. There's hundreds of thousands of them.
And there's pigeons.
Not in the city, there's not.
In the city? Hundreds of thousands of people.
The city's that big?
Yes, Marco, where you been?
It's a city. It's a city. It's a city, Marco.
It took us like 20 minutes to go from one side of the city to the other, I thought.
It's a British city.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the
The
difference.
houses are really small and jammed together.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. If you feel like that you're okay with some vampire casting some warlock casting spells to keep you within the city, you have some very weird issues.
It's good old party.
So you think Nathaniel's been doing something? I'll ask him. I
don't
mean, he's
know.
going to be there, so
Oh, perfect.
this evening.
Wait.
Molly, I can get you a pretty dress whenever you'd like. But if you don't want to join me for this evening, that's perfectly fine. Please, follow me to my car.
I'm going.
Yeah, I think Nate walks forward as well. He just doesn't care.
Will Florence be able to go?
Yes, fine.
Oh, lovely, wonderful. Come on, babies, let's go. Here we go. Right.
No, the rats can't come.
Yes, they can.
Rats can't come
Why,
to the
look, they're
party.
well behaved.
This isn't Cinderella. They're not going to turn into...
He's got a
people.
bow. Look, he's got a bow.
The rat is better dressed than Florence is, at this rate.
Florence gets her wig out and just...
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Why? I think it's quite fetching, don't you?
You look like one of those people that go to those comic conventions.
Those are some nice people.
Not when they dress like... Never mind. And I bite my tongue. Like,
No, what do you think? Yes or no with the... Nate, what do you think?
Where's the car?
I think you're good with
Oh
that.
yeah,
Besides,
you can all bundle into the car while this is happening.
Yeah.
I think you're good. You probably want to not bring notice to yourself.
if I go to this party, if we all go to this party, you have to promise to have our back, including Molly's. Something might go down here.
It's just a
pretty sure
party.
he has Molly's back,
Yes.
and then including yours.
And it was just a meeting until we all almost died in the town center due to an army of ghouls.
Wait, what?
There might be a couple of ghouls there, but we have them under control.
You are being painfully ignorant right now, Taj.
There is no army of ghouls.
That is not true because we experience it firsthand.
Okay,
I have
fine.
to-
Okay, well,
There
an
might
army
be
is a
a-
bit of an exaggeration,
I
Marco.
have
We
to
saw a
agree with
couple.
No, it was literally an army of ghouls. He said that
It
there was
was
like
a couple.
there was like a
If you had to like estimate, you'd say maybe 20, 30 ghouls among a crowd of 200-300.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it was at least
Wait,
30.
what? No, you told us everyone that was in the town center turned around at us.
No,
I
it was
might
like-
have like I said, I'm not great at describing things, so
Okay.
the
Probably felt
So
like
just to
everyone in the
reiterate
town center.
what you saw in the town
Okay.
center, there was an entire crowd of people standing still as statues, except for the people who had turned
So
around.
there were real people there.
There were real people.
Yeah.
But they were under some sort
Oh.
of wiggly boo spell.
There's wibbly boo spells going on.
Ah.
Yes.
I thought that there was like 200 to 300 people that were all just like,
Come on, 20 to 30 is still a small army, okay? It's
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
It's like a biker gang.
Yeah, and they can still fuck you up. So, Taj doesn't seem convinced by this, but he's still
Well,
listening.
I'm not convinced either. Now that it's only 20 to 30, I wouldn't make as big of a deal out of it now.
It's only 30
thinking it was
ghouls.
I was thinking
Whatever.
it was like 200 to 300 that were just like chilling in this town center. My bad. Okay.
Yeah, 10
all
to
about
20%.
perception.
Exactly, Shiny.
Yeah. I was like 20 to 30. I was like, oh, okay, that's a normal vampire ghoul, like gang of ghouls then. If it's a big
That's a lot
time
of people.
vampire, if it's a big time vampire,
Okay.
or a
No,
lot of
you
vampires
wouldn't.
working
You just
together.
you just wouldn't know this, but there is something in the rules about that.
okay.
Anyway, it's
Hey,
a
no,
very
we don't
short
have a
drive to Taj's place. It's gorgeous. He opens this ornate wooden door, and he's like, "Molly, come with me. Everyone else, please wait here." And he takes you upstairs, and you see lots of pictures of a gorgeous-looking woman in Victorian, a black Victorian dress, and a very neat bun with platinum blonde hair. Looks maybe 40 years old, and there's pictures of her everywhere. Maybe in different poses or in different places, but like always in this black dress. So he takes you to a wardrobe, and it's beautiful. It's like stained dark wood, and it smells lovely and stuff like that. Opens it up, and there's just an array of little girls' dresses.
That's creepy.
I grab a black poofy, like full of tulle, just like, and sequins everywhere, and I put that on with some shoes.
Are you basically just a tiny gothic cupcake right now?
Yes, huge tulle gothic sequin.
Oh my god, perfect. Yes,
Real cute with my black hair, cut like a little bob, two different colored eyes, because I'm cute. Always.
very. Yeah. Obviously, he leaves while you're changing,
Obviously.
and then he knocks on the door and it's like,
Respect.
"You've been in there a while. Are you done?"
Yes.
Okay. Please come out and show everyone, please. And you can, like, from the top of this, it's one of those two-sided staircases that come around and join in the middle.
Oh, you get to do the grand entrance.
And I get to walk real.
And he holds your hand in a very stately manner as you walk down together.
and Marco's yawning at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, you look adorable.
Oh,
Me,
that is quite adorable. Why do you have a random girl's dress in your house?
Not random.
Little girl's dress?
The
Yes,
lady of the
probably.
house used to have lots of dresses.
Oh, the lady is young. I did not realize.
She was.
Oh. Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
So it's basically vintage. That's your
it's
thing, Nate.
It's very vintage. It's also quite expensive. So Molly, please do me a massive favor and don't spill anything on it, please.
I won't spill even the tiniest drop of blood.
I trust you. Blood. It'll wash out. I trust you anyway.
Jack doesn't show the stains, says Florence, covered in weird stains on her black.
I'm picturing Delphron like taking photos of himself.
Yeah, he's
with,
definitely like snapping some.
like different vases and like different areas, just like, whoa, super rich.
Yes. If you have other plans for this evening, there will be other parties, and you can keep the dress for the moment if you like.
Thank you, Mr. Taj.
You're welcome.
You're the nicest. So are we going to this party? Go meet people?
Are we?
Alright.
We're like,
Dog butt there.
we're like, no, it's fine.
Oh, never mind. You guys don't get to see the dog butt. Never
No,
mind.
we can see the dog butt.
No, we can see the dog butt.
Yeah, no, the stream doesn't see the dog butt.
Oh.
Sorry. Hang on.
Oh,
Let's
could you,
change that.
Josh? How could you?
I'm sorry.
No, they can see it. No, they can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a little bit of dog butt. Anyways.
So what is this part of the Elysium you said?
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, and she's gone. Just the dog butt.
There we go.
Just a
That's all you
dog.
need. Anyway,
Luna, stop eating my chair.
you can go to the party if you want. He doesn't seem too bothered if you don't.
I thought that was the point of us coming here.
Oh,
They're canapes.
Mr. Taj, do you know how one would possibly get put into a blood bond if they never did
Sucked.
the blood bond?
Yes, it's always possible. There are always ways. I hope you haven't got anything planned, Molly. But yes, you can make people forget if you have the ability. You can make people. You can force people to do it against their will. You're talking about a person or a kindred?
Kindred.
Do you know
Yes, it's
Cool.
difficult, but still possible.
Macat is?
Maquette.
Macat.
Do you know who Maquette is?
No, but apparently in the research that Nathaniel did, it said that I had a blood bond to Macat, and I don't know who that is.
Nathaniel did
And so I
research.
thought maybe you would know.
Maquette is a fairy tale. I'm sorry to say. Maquette was a fiction of, I believe, intended to make people forget about some of the atrocities my elders were have committed. It seems more like a bluff of a scapegoat is the word I'm looking for. Maquette was a scapegoat, and many kindred died because people were trying to catch this scapegoat. And so really, if you are bonded to Maquette, then that's confusing.
There's also
That his research was wrong?
Entirely possible. The Tremere, they are supposedly perfectionists, although I've seen them make very, very stupid decisions in the past. So, I mean, that's why there are only like 3 of them now. So, yes, it's entirely possible his research is entirely incorrect.
and there is absolutely no way to destroy a high-level blood bond, right? Because, I mean, the blood bond probably would have gone away at this point.
Blood bonds, they reduce in strength and power over time. It takes months depending on the intensity of it, it could be anywhere between a few months. Depends on the vampire as well. Mostly on you, Molly, not your regent. I'm afraid I can't tell you more than that, because I don't know the circumstances under this bond.
You said that Nathaniel was going to be at this party?
Yes, Nathaniel will be there, and I'll be very interested to talk to him now.
I'd also like to talk with him. But
Molly, be careful what you say, Molly. And I'm like motioning to making sure that Taj and the rest of them don't hear.
Well, because I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened. So I don't know if Taj knows that you stole all the research or anything like that.
He didn't.
Well, no, I haven't really said that we stole research. It was just I saw.
That's what you've been telling him so far.
Oh, have I? That sucks. Well, I didn't know what you guys were doing. So you want to go to this party?
Are we good in this? And I look at all three of us. That are...
Florence, I don't suppose you can... I do have other dresses, or if you're able to change your...
I like...
A what?
Face, my dear.
This is the only one I've got.
I hand her my leather jacket. I'm like, put this on.
But it won't fit over the... She's basically like, it's probably, I'm assuming, quite a skinny leather jacket, and she's got like 2 coats on, so she's like, I don't think it'll...
Take off those abysmal garments that you have on.
I don't... What now? Here?
No, not like here, not now. What do you think I am? Ugh.
I would like to go to a pub. I haven't... I don't... where would the babies go?
There's pockets in the jacket. If I find a single rat turd anywhere in that jacket,
they're house trained. Coach trained.
They will die.
Coach trained. All right. Do you have anywhere I can?
Can I take this off?
Do you have anywhere I can get changed?
He gestures to the massive house.
Well, I don't know which room's which, do I? I don't spend a lot of time in there.
There's no one else here right now, I'm afraid. So go there. And he points to a doorway underneath one of the stairways.
All right, so Florence sort of goes in, and you hear a lot of sort of scraping and thumping and muttering, and Florence comes out, and she's got the leather jacket on, and you know, some layers have come off. It's not too horrendous underneath. It was.
Is her hair showing?
No, she's still got the sort of like the tattered scarf on.
Okay, I think that might work. I
feel naked.
Well, it's better this way than that way. So, how about we all get in the car?
Please.
Wait, I can do it.
I can do that. My hair.
The flick.
Yeah.
I don't.
There we go. There we go.
Nice.
Mine is just not working.
This is not a thing that's happening.
That's many flicks. And also, you're in the wrong damn boxes. What happened?
The fluke.
Molly's camera went away. And...
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Damn it, Molly.
I'm gonna have to.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. Okay, so we got Nate and hello everyone. We're back, by the way.
Sorry. Oh, hello. I'm Molly. I'm terrifying. Hello.
Wait, who am I? Oh, I'm me.
Yeah, you're me.
I'm comfortable with
I
you.
am Marco Kravitz. Piece of shit, irritable. Ukraine.
Yeah, well, welcome back to Vampires, everyone. Wait, that one there.
During the break, Molly had a meltdown and screwed up all the cameras.
She's like, I'm over this shit, and then she left.
Please, I
Get
like
my
to see
manager!
Okay, cool. Welcome back to Vampires. We're going to a party. So, is there anything you would all like to do in the car on the way? You're all nicely dressed.
Probably before we got into the car, but at some point, I wanted to take Delphron aside and say, you need to convince them. No. Oh, sorry.
Nate, yeah.
Sorry. Change your name in here, sir.
Yeah.
I want to take Nate aside and ask him or tell him he needs to use his glamour or whatever it is that we call it in this one on Nathaniel. Can he use it on other vampires?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
You
did
can.
that.
It's very difficult.
To try to do, if he knows that we're the ones that broke in, he needs to try to convince them that we didn't.
Nathaniel doesn't know Nate.
Yeah, that's
Like, he
why.
doesn't-
Point.
That's the point.
I know.
Yeah, so that, yeah, Nate's totally down for that, yeah.
And also,
He's like,
he needs to pretend that he's not with us. Like,
but he's showing up to the party with us.
Don't worry, that won't be an issue.
it's fine.
On that note, Taj will say to Molly, Marco, and Nate, you are going to arrive with me. This is quite important that you be seen with me.
What about me?
You can do whatever. The three of you, you can do whatever you like during the party. It's there'll be music. We'll have fun, but
You have to be there for the photos.
Is there food?
Is there food? There should be some.
This is a
I'm not
vampire
entirely sure.
party.
So there's
I'm
just,
sure
like,
the
blood
food
bloods.
are walking around.
That's what I'm asking. That's what I want to know.
There will be some people. You might want to be careful who you drink
Yes.
from. But if they're there, they're either very important or very expendable. So I think you'll be okay.
Nate's about to beat a whole bunch of people.
Doesn't take you long to drive across the town, up a hill, and on the top of this hill there is a I can't remember the name of the era, but there's not like huge chunky stones and mortar. It's a very square looking castle. It's not huge. It's probably a little bit smaller than Taj's house.
Okay.
Smaller than Taj's house? Whoa.
Only a little bit.
Taj has a mansion, so it's,
Taj
it's
does
a
have a
small
mansion.
castle. It's a small
Yeah.
castle. Or a keep,
Sorry.
And you can see other cars arriving. There's people in suits. There's people a bit more dressed down like you, so you don't feel too out of place. Nate, this isn't quite your aesthetic. It's very, very fancy. And as you drive
I'm
up,
like,
someone
and
opens-
like in the mirror, like, oh god.
Florence is just like trying to wipe some dirt off on your jacket.
there's still bits of
It
cockroach
has been a
everywhere.
while for you, Marco.
Yeah.
You might be able to get some.
There's beefy guards outside, like looking serious, and they look you up and down, and then they see Taj, and then they give questioning looks, and he just gives a nod, and you're let through. Yeah, and then they do the you, Florence.
No!
And you're in, and the place where this party seems to be happening is a incredibly lush, long hall with windows on three sides, and then the rest of the place off to one of the other sides with two huge double doors kind of along the longest side of the room. kind of at either end, and it's really fancy. There's maybe 100 people here, and they're all in various states of fanciness and drinking. And actually a quartet of string instruments, and you recognize one of them, Florence.
Who is it?
It is what's his face? You know, that one.
The one.
I have to look up the name.
Yeah. I don't actually remember. I don't think, did he have a name?
I'm gonna give him a name in that case.
Gator.
You recognize that's Miles. Looking uncomfortable in a bow tie and suit, but doing the violin thing. It's beautiful.
Oh.
That's creepy. That was so creepy. The way
From
you
the
did that.
Skeksis, like.
Yeah.
Florence is just stood there, like, staring at him with this little sort of half smile on her face.
Well,
So
now we
I,
don't have to worry about her.
At everything around her.
I turned to Taj. Taj, what faction or domain is everyone from here? Like, point out the groups.
He leans down to you and just says quietly, "If they're kindred, then they will be Camarilla."
No, I'm not Camarilla. I mean, like, are they broken up into, like, families? Like,
Oh, the
like
clans.
Malkavian clans. Thank you,
Yes.
yes.
There will be a couple of Malkavians. Basically, everyone. I think almost everyone here is represented apart from the Nosferatu. And even they have a contact that might turn up. Perhaps. You know what? The Gangrel don't have a Primogen, and neither do the Bruja.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll just small talk. I'll just go and talk around because I mean, in my eyes, I'm like, why are we even here? We have bigger fish to fry. But Taj didn't take us seriously, so I'm like, if he didn't take us seriously, no one here is going to take us seriously.
Well, what exactly is our mission? Like, what?
We don't have one.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
here.
So what? But what exactly do you? What are the bigger fish?
Well,
I'm
we need
getting out of the city and figuring out what's going on.
So
we
the,
should.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, because weren't we sort of talking about maybe trying to talk to the Malkavians about this stuff as well?
Taj is the Malkavian that we talked to, though. He's
Yeah.
There are other Malkavians.
True.
We could go over his helmet head.
I think Nate would just go get a drink. He'd go to the nearest bar and get a drink.
Oh yeah, Florence is totally transfixed with the with the violinist.
Okay.
yeah, like you could work the party and be like, hey, just go up to random people, and be like, hey, you ever, try to leave the city?
Travel much?
just see where that happens, how that where that takes you.
Okay.
Alright.
Because Nate's just getting a drink, I think everyone needs to make charisma etiquette rolls.
Cool. I got nothing in etiquette.
Say.
I was not taught as a kid. Plus, I'm a kid.
Etiquette.
But I do got that charisma, though.
You do?
Oh shit! I critted a hunger roll.
Uh,
Where do you see that?
no, I'm afraid you didn't crit it. You did get a 10.
Oh, sorry. Is it 2 10s that crits?
Two
then?
10s for a crit.
Oh, never-
Florence just
Yep, that seems about right. Nate, you didn't need to do one, but you did do one, and I think what happens.
Does someone recognize Nate?
Yeah. So At various points throughout this party, Marco, you basically get pushed into a group of people. It's like you're not quite sure how it happened.
I just noticed, Nate, you rolled intelligence and etiquette, not charisma.
I pressed charisma.
Is your charisma 2?
No, it's 3.
Just roll one more dice then. Okay. And yeah, so Marco, you get herded socially into a group of people, and standing very close to you and fawning over you is this gorgeous woman who basically seems to control this entire group of people, grabbing your arm, like stroking your shoulder, and
just like,
you don't quite know how it happened, but she's like, you, Marco, you are, whew, I've been told, but
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, please, Angelica.
Angelica.
Yes.
Angelica. That's fun to say.
I'm sure would feel great in your mouth.
And it's like, who are these people?
Well, and she goes around the circle. She's like, and he's a bank director, and she's a model, and like all these other beautiful people around this circle. But she keeps on bringing it back to you.
So I'm assuming she's a venture, right? Like,
you can assume that if you want.
If they're all beautiful, like, aren't the venture like
They're the business vampires.
Oh, okay.
The beautiful vampires are the Toreadors.
That's the one I'm thinking of, Toreadors, yeah. So I'm assuming she's a Toreador.
Nate.
Yes.
Just so you know, because this isn't your wheelhouse, because this place isn't your aesthetic, everything you do is at -1.
Yes.
So
yes.
Excited for it.
But damn it. Okay.
Not
Hang
out
on.
of your depth as Florence is.
Yes, Florence, you get approached by Nathaniel.
Ow, ow, ow,
Evening.
ow.
And he smiles widely at you.
Oh wait, you said Nathan Nathaniel, never mind. I don't know, man.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, how was your night last night? Did you have a nice evening?
Yes, it was lovely, thank you.
Good.
Did some knitting with the rats.
Yes, I'm sure rats are great at knitting. Please, come with me.
I would assume I'd be keeping watch.
He gestures over to one corner where there's just a bunch of people sat on very lush-looking settees and sofas.
I'm just listening to the quartet. They're really quite good, you know.
The acoustics in here are wonderful. I'm sure you can make gooey eyes at whoever that is from over there.
I was just watching them. They're very skilled.
Yes, they are. But please, follow me.
I'm just looking around at like Marco and everybody.
I would assume I would notice this, right? Because
I mean, you're pretty into Angelica, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Angelica is trying to dominate your attention.
Yeah, I'm just basically.
but I didn't roll against that though.
You haven't, so let's do that.
Okay.
That would probably be a charisma awareness.
Okay.
To roll against her. Just like controlling the situation. 3 successes. Hang on, I'm going to check her stats quickly.
Was that a messy success?
I have no idea.
No. Okay, it was just a fail, wasn't it?
No. Angelica is.
Angelica's about to roll.
No, and I'm trying to figure out what she would be. It was plus. Oh, no. So
Chilies.
you have a choice, because you didn't quite get the successes you need. You have a choice between noticing and taking willpower damage, or
From
staying where you are.
Is she actually like casting dominate on me?
She is not like casting dominate, but she is in control of this situation, and what she's trying to do is keep you with her by, just introducing you to people and keeping the conversation going and coming to you and making it seem like if you left right now, it would be extremely rude. That's what she's doing. It's more just a normal... It's
Social
not
engineering.
Yeah, social engineering. So you can...
So what was the other choice? They give me one choice.
You can stay where you are and be not take damage.
Well, sorry, Florence. Not taking damage.
Fine. It's fine. So yeah, Florence is just looking around and trying to catch everybody else's eyes and can I roll to be noticed?
Yes, let's quickly figure out exactly what happened to Nate.
Molly is walking through the party looking for Nathaniel.
Okay, if you're looking for Nathaniel, you will...
But I left, and I figured Florence is probably behind me.
So maybe you wandered off and then he's gone, oh, hi, Florence.
Yeah. So...
And that thing where it just appears.
Or I don't really know where Molly would be. So I don't know if you want me to go for
I think Taj is trying to keep you around him.
Okay.
He's being...
This is Molly.
He's introducing you to people. You don't remember their names. It's a blur, but mostly you seem to be there as decoration.
Mm-hmm.
He seems fine with it, but you maybe are uncomfortable with it. I don't know. Yeah, he just kind of doesn't include you in the conversations and stuff like that, but he keeps like a firm grip on your hand. So you can break away if you want to make a roll.
See where this plays out.
Okay.
Because I don't know about what happens, so I don't want to interfere.
Oh yeah.
What about Nate?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Nate probably didn't really keep an eye on you at all.
I mean, you don't even know what Nathaniel looks like.
Yeah, he probably just went for a drink and I don't know.
Okay.
He's eyeing the room, trying to see if he recognizes anyone.
Yeah, or maybe chats to someone. Like
He's like waiting, hoping someone notices him. Like, oh my god, I'm over here taking photos. Like,
someone does notice you. It's Renala and her like entourage. There's a couple of people.
Okay.
Fabulously decked out, very big hat.
You're aesthetic.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that the audience or anyone should know who that is.
Okay. Does like do they come over to me?
Oh yeah, they're drinking at the bar as well. You go over to get a drink, and then you get like a nudge, and it's like, Nate, hi.
Oh, hey, you come here?
On occasion, there's the odd soiree. I mean, sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but how did you get in? This is great.
I could ask you the same question. To be honest, I don't normally come here.
Oh, well, I mean that makes sense. My I'm gonna say sibling because I forget my notes. My brain today. My sibling has like business connections here or something, and it's a fun party. I mean, it's gorgeous in here.
Yeah.
Why?
But,
yeah.
Well, it's an aesthetic, I suppose.
Are you not into it?
I like it. I just feel like it could be a little bit, you could do a lot with this space.
I mean, yeah, it's huge. I guess you could do plenty.
So what brings you here? You just having fun?
Yeah, a bit fun, bit networking. You know, normal stuff.
Would Nate like recognize any of her entourage or anything? They could just be random people, right?
Yeah, I think it's just random people. Like,
what was it? Oh yeah, he'd probably bring up Eric. He'd probably be like, "Oh, like I actually ran into a fan. He seemed to know you quite a bit."
oh, Eric.
you ran into him too?
Yeah, eager.
Mm-hmm. That's one word for it.
Really sweet, obviously. Bit of an odd egg.
Yeah, quirky sort of.
Yeah, quirky. I've seen a couple of photos.
Yeah, there was a incident at the apartment. We had my manager was over, and in order to,
He came to your apartment.
Yeah, it was a bit much.
That's creepy. So you didn't invite him over then?
Oh God, no. That's too much.
Oh, okay. It's just, I hear things, so.
Oh, what did you hear?
It's like there's something in my Discord about like drama, like you being into some of your fans like inappropriately. I mean, I don't believe it, obviously.
That's cool. What?
I think it's just fans spreading rumors. You know how people get a bit obsessive.
Yeah, I guess. Worrying.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess like Nate's kind of like taken aback by that now. He's like, shit. He's not even thinking about Eric. He's just thinking about two girls. He's like totally blaming the two girls that couldn't keep their mouth shut.
Bitches.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably nothing, but yeah, you might want to look into that or do something.
Yeah.
But for now, just enjoy the party. You hang out with me.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. What are you guys doing?
I think I'm supposed to be like meeting someone here for like a show at some point, like an actual modeling gig.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it would be ideal. It would be perfect, but we'll have to talk about it. I've still got to meet this person. Yeah. But what are you doing here?
Oh, well, I actually know this a guy called Taj. He brought me here tonight. It's kind of cool, I guess.
And what does Taj do?
Oh, he's just a contact I met. You know how it is. You just hang with people sometimes.
Yeah, and then like you get the ball rolling, and
yeah.
You just meet people. And if you do want to meet people, this is like the perfect place.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like. I've just been a hermit the last while,
Well, I mean, if you're busy and you've got like stuff going on, then that makes sense. But and she points out like a few select people around the room. Like that's Bradley Grimold. He owns a whole bunch of like department stores and all sorts of stuff. She thinks. And then there's Angelica over there who is like, and you see this gorgeous, slender white girl in the most ridiculous gothic Lolita dress, and that's the one holding on to Marco. You see,
typical.
And she's like a model, so she's gonna go talk to her later. Doesn't know Taj, but yeah, just kind of points out a few people around the room.
I think they would like offer her a drink and be like, "Hey, do you want to sit down? We can talk."
Oh, yeah, sure. And you find like some huge ornate chairs with massive backs and like gold, like painting style rims and lush fabric and stuff.
Not extra at all.
However,
Damn it.
Florence,
Hoping you forget.
I was hoping you'd forget.
So Florence is just there, like,
and he gently but firmly puts his hand at the top of your back and pushes you towards a corner of the room where there is a grey-haired, bored-looking man and lots of very excited young suits in one corner.
she's just really reluctantly walking. It's like stiff legs and just. This is fine.
I'm repaying a favour, Florence. I told you I'd introduce you to the prince.
Did you? Oh.
And here he is. What a surprise.
Yes. Hello?
Yeah, and you get over and once the old bored-looking guy makes eye contact with Nathaniel, he just kind of flicks his head over and just goes, and all of these young suits, and they're all like excitedly going, and this new business opportunity is going to expand our influence like threefold, and then we'll be able to bust into new markets, and I just want to fly this idea up the flagpole with you and see if it flies.
Run it up the flagpole.
Yeah, run up the flagpole.
Yeah.
But as soon as he just does that, they all kind of get up and go to other parts of the party. And Nathaniel says, my prince, please may I introduce you to Florence.
Hello. Lovely to meet you.
And then Nathaniel bows and walks away. And this bored old man goes, and what do you do?
You, and then no.
Yeah, just leaps on him.
She puts the moves on him.
This and that, not much. It's a bit of begging, mostly. Yes, I just panhandling, that sort of thing. Mostly it's just, stuff.
And why do you do that?
What do you mean, why?
He doesn't say. He just sits there and waits.
That's what I've always done.
Tradition? Or just habit?
Since I was a girl, since I left home, I was, don't have a lot of marketable skills.
Shh. Why have you come to my Elysium?
We came with what's his name over there?
Taj.
Taj, yes. Sorry, I forget names when I get nervous. Yes, we came with Taj.
Appears he's here to curry favour with a few pretty faces. Why'd he bring you?
I asked.
Oh. And if you asked to be here, clearly there's a reason.
I haven't been to a good knees up in a few years.
He actually smiles at that. He's like, huh. Okay. And then he goes back to being bored looking. Well, I'm afraid the days of destroying Thin-Bloods are over. That would have been fun.
Good.
But
That's good.
Florence, is there something you can do to justify being in my presence?
But he brought me over. I didn't.
It seems very unlikely. Only people that owe something bring others to me. So clearly you had one over on Nathaniel there.
It's nothing really. It was just a little small thing, and I really did insist, and I told him it wasn't necessary, but he insisted.
Okay. What you have to do for me is arrange the entertainment for the next soiree. If you don't, then you're going to have to leave my city.
You're like, yay!
You do know about the not being able to leave the city thing, do you not?
Why would anyone want to leave the city?
No. I mean, there's some sort of barrier that stops kindred from leaving the city. I know. I've tried. Blood. Pain. Terrible pain.
I don't need to leave the city, so really...
I just thought that maybe... Why is everybody so unconcerned about this?
I can look into it. It's unusual information, especially for a thin blood.
Somebody's trapping people here. Kindred here. What if we need to leave? What if the Inquisition comes again?
I survived the Inquisition by hiding myself among these people. They're not going to find me, because they would lay their lives down for me. So I'm safe.
I hope you're right. I really do.
Anyway, the Inquisition left a decade ago. Actually, I forget what I said. Let's say it's a decade ago.
Actually, we were chased here by Inquisition and we were attacked by hunters not 2 or 3 days ago.
Well, hunters aren't uncommon. It's the Inquisition you want to look out for.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any proof they're Inquisition? Or are they just a bit too familiar with our condition?
They were very well equipped.
Are they dead?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you. We were driving. We got away.
Wait, are you talking about... I thought you were talking about the scrapyard people.
No. Well, both the scrapyard people and the people who chased us here
I see.
were Inquisition.
Okay. Well, it's always useful to hear what's going on the streets. But, please. I have been so very, very tired, and entertainment is what I need from you right now.
Right now or next soiree, did you say?
At the next soiree, I will send you information, if you have a place you're staying, about when it's happening, but entertainment.
I have one of these telephones. My accommodation is somewhat flexible.
If you want to avoid the Inquisition, best get rid of that telephone.
Would any of us realize at any point that she's talking to Prince? Would we know who the Prince was? Would we
You wouldn't know who the prince was. You have no prior knowledge of this. Although you can probably see in one corner of the room there is a distinct lack of people and a
Really worried
pungent
old lady.
odor.
Yeah.
But yeah, so at this point, Florence is just going to be like, well, you could always send a rat for me.
I might send a ghoul for you.
So what sort of entertainment do you like? I've never really arranged entertainment before. Like clowns, jugglers, fire eaters.
That's all so passé. It's been done before. Something spectacular. I don't care what it is.
Try.
Does it, if you say you would like to try and break away from your individual conversations and go find Florence, is that something you want to do? The three of you?
No.
Molly, Marco, you want to help your friend?
Well, I mean, if I have a chance to, yeah.
It's, I'm afraid, going to be the same deal.
Okay.
It's fine. Florence can handle herself. Florence is just basically like rabbit in the headlights right now. Just, oh, this is fine.
No, I'm still looking for Nathan or Nathaniel.
Would you have found him now, though? That he walked away, maybe?
No, because I've been moved around and he's talking about me, so I figured I'd be distracted.
Yeah, you do get fawned over a little, but Taj releases your hand. If you want to go see Nathaniel at any point,
I mean, I'll go. I'll spot her talking and go over and be like, "Oh, sorry, my grandmother is."
So you want to go over to?
Yeah, I'll go over too.
Okay, so Florence, you're looking terrified. This old man is looking bored and beleaguered at you. And Molly, you burst in and say something about your grandmother. It's like, that's very cute.
I'm sorry.
That's no one's grandmother.
I am someone. I could be someone if I wanted to. Anyway,
Is she bothering you?
No, actually, she was helping me decide what kind of entertainment we're going to be provided with at the next party.
The next party, Florence?
Every now and again, and he stares at you. Us kindred need to get together and decide a few things. So, yeah.
Well, can you get together and decide to let us leave the city?
Decide
because
to
that'd
let
be
you leave
really
the city.
cool.
I'm deciding whether I want to let you stay in my city.
Molly, dear. This is probably a grown-up conversation, sweetness, and you should probably just
don't
no.
push her away.
Oh.
She can stay.
She's only a child.
That's not a child. Not anymore.
She's still very young, and she doesn't know what's what yet.
Well, if she can stay in my city, Taj has been showing you off. I'm sure he's willing to teach you what right from wrong is.
I'm being taught right from wrong.
All right, perhaps silence in front of your elders might be a good idea at this point, Molly. I'm just like prodding you, just like shut the fuck up. Children are better seen and not heard.
I used to be told that.
I used to be told to shut up or I'd get a thick ear.
I might still tell you that.
try to grab
That's a joke.
Florence's hand and pull her
No.
away and walk away.
As you leave,
Yeah, well,
he raises his voice a little bit, and he's like, "Please, you'll receive the information, but you and your coterie can decide the entertainment for us. Goodbye." And he sinks back into his chair.
I'm going to pull Florence as much as I could over to Marco, and I'm going to you were supposed to keep an eye. You're supposed to keep an eye on her. She's got us planning parties. That's not what we came here for.
What are you talking about? Molly, what are you talking about?
She's got us planning entertainment parties for the prince.
Wait, what?
Would I have known that he was the prince?
Marco. Angelica's still like arm linked with you, Marco. She's like, Marco, you're organizing the entertainment for next time? That's... Oh, thank you so much.
Excuse me? What is going on here?
Exactly. Where's...
Florence! What happened?
Oh, I love parties, don't you? Oh, I'm having a simply wonderful time. Yes. Frank, isn't it lovely? Don't you love what they've done with the place? And
alright, something evil's happening. I can already
music is wonderful, don't you think?
Angelica, when someone says providing entertainment, what does that mean?
Here. Hello, Mother, how are you? It's been so long, I've missed you so very much. Oh, wonderful. Do you think we might dance at the ball tonight, Mother?
Oh my god.
Angelica holds onto you tight, like, Marco.
Yes?
The soiree is almost over. Shall we have a private conversation?
Oh, I just want to know about the entertainment, that is all.
Okay. Well,
Lawrence is
what does that entail?
Partner.
If I am to grab entertainment, what does that mean?
oh, you have to organize exactly the entertainment.
Like, entertainment can be music?
Oh, it can be anything as long as it's entertaining.
Oh, all right.
And then she pulls you slightly away from the group of people you were talking to. It's like, but what you need to make sure is that the entertainment doesn't come from someone else's domain. And the hors d'oeuvres don't belong to someone else. Marco, pretty boy. You're so gorgeous, I would hate to ruin your face.
I would love for you to ruin my face.
If that's on the table, I'll take it. Please. Fucking, don't you even dare feed in my domain without my permission again. And then she goes back to like wide.
What you're talking about?
Like basically, if someone hooked fish hooks into her cheeks and then pulled it taut.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Rictus, that's it. Rictus grin. She's like, but you're so pretty, I could.
And then I lean in close to her. I was like, maybe you'll have to teach me next time.
Oh, I could.
Where to feed and where not to feed. I am but a lonely Thin-Blood.
Yes. No, you are correct. How about you come back to mine?
And do what exactly?
We'll have a good time and I'll teach you what to do next time.
Is she doing this like right in front of me?
Yeah, oh yeah, she is. So meanwhile, Florence, you're waltzing, and Taj actually comes up to join you. He seems quite happy with it.
Florence will probably offer to waltz with it. She'll sort of like curtsy to the imaginary partner, and then sort of just Joe and waltz with Taj, and she's just like, I mean, we're still doing the kind of like, oh, Reverend Harris, how are you? Oh, it's been wonderful to see you.
Oh, it's a marvel to see you, young lady. Please, do me the honor of a dance.
Oh, I'd be delighted.
All right, I don't know what's in the alcohol, but it must be really strong. I see that, like I've seen them, like what the hell?
It's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
So, was she offering to take me somewhere?
Yeah.
Is that what you were saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
she does the whole.
Did nobody ever tell you to not go off with strange women?
I know, right?
She does the whole come back to my place, and she strokes her cheek and whispers in your ear and pushes your hair back over your ear.
I am gonna whisper back to her and be like, I can't tonight, but I might have something that you may be interested later on. Some information, perhaps.
Ooh, fascinating. That might almost make up for you killing one of my patrons.
Maybe if I did kill the patron. And I give her like a sly smile. Like, obviously I did it, but like...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing with her.
No, that's not a kind joke to make.
I apologize.
Thank you. Maybe I can make you sorry.
What does that mean? I was like, what are you hinting at? Okay.
Yeah. So she's obviously turning on the charm.
I give her my number.
Yep. Oof. She takes it, doesn't give you hers.
It's fine.
But yeah.
And then I pull her close one last time. I'm like, we can meet up some other time, but I'm letting you know that there is something very fishy going on here. Don't try to leave the city. Some bad things happen to vampires who do.
Oh no. Well, I don't think I have any plans to leave right now, but maybe we could elope.
I'm like, I have to go.
And I think, hang on, I'm trying to find the right thing here. As you come in, all, trying to end the conversation and offer her something, she roll me composure wits.
Okay.
Or composure.
2 successes versus her. Three successes. There's something that just kind of hits you as you get close to her and whisper to her for the last time that makes this woman entrancing. You have a rapt fascination with her.
Okay.
And you can't quite pull yourself away. And she's like, now, about coming back to mine. And you basically feel like if you do anything to displease this person, it will hurt you. Not in a physical way, but like maybe an emotional way. You are trying your best to make them happy.
Fine, I guess, but let me at least say goodbye to my friends.
Okay. And she looks over at Nate. It's like, is he one of your friends? He's very pretty.
How did you know that Nate was one of my friends?
You arrived with him.
So you saw me the minute I walked in.
Oh, I've been...
That's what I was trying to hint at.
I've been dreaming of your face for the last few nights.
I'm sure you wanted to do very nasty things to it.
Oh, yes.
This children present.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to give a fuck.
And I'm too entranced to really care.
Yup. And she's like,
And Florence
you
is
can invite
going
him
to
back
buy
as well if you'd like.
I'll pass. He is very grating, and definitely not your type.
Okay.
And I'm like, definitely not your type.
Out of here.
Maybe I can convince him. No. We'll start with you. Yeah, and she's like, please say goodbye to your friends.
All right. And would I be able to warn them what's going on, or am I so entranced that I can't?
Do you even suspect that anything's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think
You're
so.
probably-
If I'm willed into wanting to go with her, even though everything about me is telling me no, I would assume something weird's going on.
This is something
Yeah,
that's
this is the same
like
shit that
really
people-
strange, but the excitement within you, like you've met the
Okay.
love of your life kind of excitement is
So wrong
kind-
and yet so right.
yes, so wrong and
see,
yet so
I
right.
see.
So you, I mean, you could
I get
probably
that.
hint at it, but like
I'll just
she'll
go-
come with you, I think, is the only problem. You know there's
Oh
someone
no,
slightly
I would
different.
just I would just okay. So then I'll go over to Nate, and I'll be like, Nate, I've got somewhere I have to be tonight, but make sure Florence and Molly get back to where we were previously.
Sure. Who's abroad?
Angelica.
Just like, I would be curious.
She
Allow that?
kind of does like a fun little curtsy thing, and she takes your
Nate, like,
hand and
drops
shakes
the-
it.
Like,
I get it now. So I should be role playing him more of just like like okay.
Yeah. I mean, you can
I
role
get
play
it.
it however you like, but this effect is kind of powerful.
I see. Okay. I get it now.
And so I think we should probably roll, because if you don't want to go with her tonight, you can probably try to tear yourself away from this.
But isn't that what I already rolled for?
No, you rolled to resist the power itself.
Oh.
now
if-
you're trying.
If you don't want to go with her, then you can resist it. It's just going to be more difficult than it would be previously.
Okay. I mean, it's kind of exciting if we end on a note of me leaving. I think it'd be kind of fun.
No, I totally pictured you coming over and being like, Molly, go home with Nate. I'm out. And then leaving. You're just totally into the-
Okay.
I kind of want to leave with her just to see what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Because she's
Well,
starting with you.
wanted Nate to leave.
It's intriguing.
yeah.
So I just warned like Florence and Molly. I'm like, I have somewhere I have to be tonight, but
Florence is
The
probably
dogs.
still dancing.
Yeah, Florence is like la
Oh.
la la la. Oh, Edward. Oh, you're leaving. Sorry, she's like, oh, Edward. You're leaving, are you? Oh, well, it's
You're
been
leaving me
fun.
with this?
She,
No!
she basically does the double air kiss. So she's like, mwah, mwah, I'll see you later.
But Marco, we've got the thing with like, and he's off. He's walked away.
Yes, he's just gone with this lady arm in arm. And I think just to kind of resolve a couple of things, Molly, did you want to talk to Nathaniel? Because Taj is currently dancing with Florence. They're off
is
doing their
fine.
gaga thing.
Sorry about that.
No worries. You just got a double air kiss from Florence.
Okay.
we could play it off where like I just don't see him tonight because I more or less just sort of wanted to confront him about that Macat thing and be like, what's wrong with your failed experiment? But I can't do that alone because I don't know what happened with the research, so I can't just show up with the research.
Yeah.
You could, but yeah, if you
But I
don't
also
want
don't
to do
have
that,
the
that's
research.
fine.
It's just more I heard, but it's like I acknowledge that if I in any way tell him that I know, then that may expose my party, because I don't know what's there. So I probably wouldn't do it without him, without
Okay.
Mark present. And so with him leaving, it's just sort of like, oh crap.
Yeah. Marco's been stolen away from you. Nate.
And then
Oh, sorry.
Florence is crazy.
Mhm.
And I'm thinking
Florence is checked out.
And Renala, Nate, has gotten a little bit too tipsy. Like, over the course of this party, she's wandered around, she's talked to people, but then she kind of does the drunk, like, leaning on your shoulder, like, I wish we could hang out more, you know?
Okay. I think Nate would definitely be like, yeah, he wouldn't have been drinking because he'd probably be too enamored by her and want to like maintain like a good like appearance. So maybe he's like, yeah, definitely, like, I can give you my phone number if you want to hang out. If you're ever going to one of these again, I'd definitely be...
I've already got your phone number, silly. We should, like, hang out. Yeah.
Yeah, let's hang out.
Cool. Okay. Just careful of that creepy stalker dude.
Hmm?
Careful of the
Eric?
creepy stalker dude. Like, came up to me and was asking questions about you. He was getting proper personal, I think. I just don't want to see you, like, on the news and you've been murdered in a bag by the side of a road.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. Don't worry. He's not even an issue.
Okay.
But like with that, I think like Nate would definitely take out his phone and text him and be like, "I need to meet you."
Yeah, because you also know that if you don't feed on him again tonight, you won't get the full effects of his blood.
Yeah. So he definitely would have been like, "We need to meet tonight." And like not even like a question, it's more like an order.
Yeah, totally.
With like an X after or something.
We can sort through that next time, because Renala's like, "Take me home, Nate," and she's like,
Yeah, he probably like helps her out to get an Uber or something.
And as over the course of the evening, people start to fade away, and that's where we should end for today. That was a pretty crazy party, though.
It was. I think there's some serious mind control going on.
You think it's mind
Just
control?
get dominated.
Like, nobody wants to leave the city. It's never occurred to anybody to not leave the
something
city.
weird's going on there.
And it's just like, where have you ever lived where you never wanted to just leave the city a little? Like,
And if you've met anyone in this city, I mean, like they like live and just stay here, and they do not go anywhere.
yeah, so... And then when the prince was like, why would I ever want to leave the city? I thought that was weird, because wouldn't princes need to, like, move
The
around?
older the older vampires get, generally, the more set in their ways they get. So I can kind of understand it.
Yeah, which...
They're like crusty old
Very
people.
possible.
I'm not going out.
But then, don't they still have to like have delegations with other princes of other districts?
Every now and again, yeah.
The
You would've-
Camarilla has got some big like conferences, like
Or maybe they... Yeah.
Yeah, they've got like...
CamarillaCon.
Because, or maybe now it's just
Do they have signing
foreigners
booths?
that can't leave the
Yeah.
city, and maybe we all can. That's also a possibility. And they're just like, what are you guys talking about? So now I really do want to go try to leave the city.
Yeah.
See, just to see.
Duck it and see.
Oh yeah, it's an option. Cool. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out, playing. We had a bunch of fun. Thank you, everyone, for watching and supporting us. And if you want to follow these people, there will be links in the description on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
But we should right now raid my mate, Bubanaut. He is an awesome role player.
Yeah,
And if I can
Bubanaut.
find the goddamn Streamlabs, there we go. There's chat. /raid. The Bubanaut.
Yay!
Bye.
There we go. Kablammer. That channel is intended for mature audiences.
Good news.
Whoopsie. Okay, this was really fun. There was a lot going on. So hopefully you could sort through that wire of stuff that I just gave you as players.
It's a lot.
I'm
I'm about to get killed.
I'm sure Florence will remember everything that happened.
Yeah.
Totally.
Stream's over.
There you